locator. And so that gives you some names to work with. In the AAHKS realm, these are surgeons that do more than 50 hip or knee replacements a year, which is a relatively low standard, but I think it's a very good standard to start at, because you, like any other technical thing or technical operation, the more you do to some degree, the better you are at it. And the other very valuable thing that a association like AAOS can offer are guidelines, clinical practice guidelines. Now, these are helpful not necessarily to pick a specific surgeon, but these are helpful when you have a diagnosis. So let's say I come in the office and I'm given the diagnosis of knee arthritis. You definitely don't want to just go willy-nilly online to try and figure out what are the best, least, the most effective and the least risky treatments for that. So organizations like AAOS will offer evidence-based medicine that supports what treatments are effective and have low risk for both non-surgical and surgical treatment. And these are called clinical practice guidelines. And these are very, very helpful once you have a diagnosis. And you can use that information when you see your surgeon to ask, have we tried these to their, have we tried them enough before we consider surgery? Things like weight loss, things like anti-inflammation medicine. What are the pros and cons of injections? So all of this information is available on the internet, but you have to be very careful and make sure that you go to very well-known and objective groups to get the information.
Dr. McGrory, we don't have a lot of time left, but this is such a fascinating topic, and you're so well-versed in it. Where do you put on the list, if we've researched everything, looking at all of these things you've told us to do, where do you say with consultations with an orthopedic surgeon, are you docs willing to meet with us one time to see if we jive together, if we get along, if you're the surgeon for us? Is that something that you can do, is maybe see one or two different surgeons to see which one you like?
That's a great question also. In our society, with our current milieu of health insurance, you are definitely not only allowed to do that, but encouraged to do that. Because a lot of outcomes, that is to say, how well does the end game from my problem, how does it play out, depends not only on the technical expertise of the surgeon, not only on the low complication rates of the hospital, but also the patient's attitude going in and coming out of this diagnosis. And so you really don't want to settle for, he doesn't have a good bedside manner, or she's an excellent surgeon, but don't ask her any questions. That's not appropriate anymore. Shared decision making, the new generation of doctors that understand patient expectations, not only to have an excellent outcome, but to also feel empowered by the process, that's very, very important. And if that takes 2 or 3 visits before you find someone that you meld with or are simpatico with, it's well worth doing that homework beforehand. Because if you have a complication or a problem after, that's when that becomes a huge problem. If everything goes perfectly, then yeah, we can all accept that it wasn't the most touchy-feely visit that we wanted. But when things don't go well, which they don't about 1.5% of the time, even in the best of hands, you want someone that will stand by you, that will take responsibility and get you through that problem.
In just the last minute, Dr. McGrory, if you would, please give the listeners your very best advice on finding that perfect orthopedic surgeon for them, for their surgery, and why they should consider coming to see you at Maine Medical Center.
Well, we'd be thrilled to see patients that need our help and choose us. But I would say that first and foremost, there's probably not one person. There's probably, let's say 10% of joint replacement surgeons are the type of surgeon that you're going to want to see. So once you get into that upper echelon, you want someone who's compassionate, you want someone who's knowledgeable, and you want someone with a high level of expertise. And that, in our field, is reflected by low complications, low readmissions, and to some degree, a high level of experience. A certain number of surgeries that you do a year in knee replacement, hip replacement, redo hip replacement. those are the types of things that patients should be looking for. And they can use the internet to set themselves up for success by looking at sites like Medicare.gov for the hospital compare, and looking at sites like the AAHKS.org or AAOS.org to understand through clinical practice guidelines what the best medicine advice should be, and ultimately which members of those groups offer treatment for these problems.
Thank you so much. It's great information. You're listening to MMC Radio, and for more information, you can go to mainemedicalcenter.org. That's mainemedicalcenter.org, mmc.org. This is Melanie Cole. Thanks so much for listening. Hey, Dr. McGrory.
Melanie.
Dude, first of all, we ran so far long, I did not care. We are leaving every single thing you said. You are one of the best guests I have had. I do a lot of these. You were so well prepared, absolutely so well versed in this topic, and what a great topic.
Perfect.
That
well,
I
enjoyed doing it.
I am giving you the guest round of applause for the week. I swear to God, maybe for the month. Please do me a favor.
Sure.
If you like doing this kind of thing, let Karen Barlow know and come up with another great topic like this one and come on again, because you're the kind of guest we are always looking for that makes an engaging, listenable. I could have listened to you talk about that topic for half an hour.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. And I have some other ideas, so I'll put on my thinking cap and
put on your thinking cap. And that's what she wants. She loves repeat guests. And when the docs themselves come up, I'm an exercise physiologist, so people go at me about weight. They come at me about weight loss. They ask me about the shoulder. They ask me about stress and blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
What do they come to you? I love me orthopods. We do a show here for the American College of Sports Medicine every week.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, but they don't have enough orthopods. They got a lot of PhDs, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But we've been doing their show for, about 3 years now. But what do people corner you when they find out who you are, what you do? What free stuff do they try and get you to tell them? That's what we want to know.
Sure. And
those
I think,
topics.
Yeah, those are fun. But what's interesting is, I have a bunch of friends that are, relatively professional people, educated. And, things like the actual outcome, instead of the word of mouth is very important, but that's not a lot of people know that. So I think it's pretty cool to get that out there. Things like these clinical practice guidelines, the government's really excited about them. They're super expensive to make. But they're really valuable information, because a lot of the stuff out there is opinion. And you'll see, like U.S. News and World Report, best hospitals, et cetera.
That's why I asked you about that.
Well, that used to be all opinion. And just this week, they started using that CMS data and some other data to do non-opinion rankings. I don't know if, and it's a little complicated to get into.
No, it isn't. That's great, because that's absolutely a fantastic premise for a topic is the difference between those opinion and the ones that are based on clinical guidelines, the ones that are based on, and if they just started doing that, that's really timely, relevant information.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we could kind of focus on that.
I would love,
bit.
If you see, I can't tell Karen you're willing to do it again. It has to come from you. And if it does, then she'll say, Dr. McGrory says it's okay, book him again. And then I will, contact you by email the same way, and we'll set up another 10-minute segment, and we'll talk about anything you want, because that was absolutely, I must tell you, so great.
Oh, well, thank you. I really enjoyed it, and you teed me up just right. And so thank you very much, and I will hopefully be in touch.
Rock on. Thanks.
Okay.
I hope to talk to you again soon.
It was a pleasure. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good job.
You know what? I was even writing stuff down. I wrote down his, because I get this question all the time, Medicare.gov, Hospital Compare, the AAHKS. I learned something from that segment, and I don't learn much from that.
That is good.
How to find a good orthopedic surgeon. That was great information he just gave. See, that's the kind of shit we should do all the time.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah, boy, we about to make that guacamole, mole. Hey, it's me. I was saying you're gonna be here today. You're cool. That's right. We up in this piece to get ready for the show. I'm just letting y'all know this is how it go when I flow, when I spits on the mic, yo, for real though. You see what we got here? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You coming in? You know you coming in. You see what I got here? What could that possibly be for?
Nachos.
Guacamole, Holmes. You know you gonna stop and get some. We're making this live on the show today. We got the ingredients. We got the chips, hot sauce. We ain't messing around, y'all. We for real today. Look, hey, come in here, slide in here. It's the pizza man. This is my dude right here. The pizza man's gonna be one of our guinea pigs.
I do all the imaging because it's we talk.
See, this is that pregame
Okay.
behind the scenes. You basically in the locker room with the team right now. We live.
Oh yeah, I know.
L-I-V-E. Hold on. L-I-V-E, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't
Been a
know.
while since I signed, but yeah, I'm kind of rusty on my signing. But yeah, so we're making guacamole today, bro. You know you gotta get in here. Look at this. What's that? Oh, that's California Organics. Because Trey messes with organic food. We don't mess with that non-organic stuff. We
Don't mess
do.
with that.
I will mess with the non-organics, but I try not to. And we got a knife in here too, so this shit could get real, son.
Just saying.
Just saying, we got the pizza
Just
man
saying.
and a knife. Shit can get real.
Damn right I can.
All right. Well, anyway, we love messing with y'all. If you're watching from behind the scenes, I don't think anybody is. But, you know, it is on replay, so we have fun with it. I can't even tell. How do you turn down for what? One viewer? I think we are.
No,
the
we got one
viewer.
right now.
Or is that us? Are we the one viewer?
I doubt it.
We are not the one viewer. Hey, if you see this knife, comment on it on the Facebook page.
There you go.
Tell us who you are, who's listening. We never know.
Hey, exactly.
Anyway, thanks, Pizza Man. I'll see you in a little bit. Well, like I said, about 12:30, 1 o'clock, we'll have that guacamole done. And then you
Sounds
get your
good.
butt in here and have some, bro, 'cause it's going to be off the chain.
Sounds good.
Shout out to Ashley Hasbrook, my little boo thing. Taught me how to make the guacamole. The white girl. A white girl taught me how to make the guacamole the Mexicano way. But she's only white by skin color, I promise. And
I was gonna say she's
and well, she's also white by by credit score. You don't even say anything. You don't even say anything. You go there? So you're right around 50.
No. All I did was morning show today. That's it. Morning show. It's just
Oh, we can make.
Huh?
We can make, right?
No.
Oh, you did tell me more to show. Okay. I guess I better eat my smart one. Oh look, hey, so you know what checks out? So we got Munchie Wednesday, right? So I got all these niggas, I got all these munchies. So once I'm done with the guacamole bit, during the break, I'll clear out the guacamole and bring in the munchies.
Munchie Wednesday.
Munchie Wednesday. And then I need mic 2. This is gonna have to be my mic for mic'd up for this endeavor. Mic 3 will be whatever guest I get. Mic 4 will be an additional guest. Yeah, you guys just literally just walk in like as if you don't care what's going on. Just grab a chip. Look, you know, like, this is horrible or this is great. I don't care what you say. You're like, the pizza man approves. And just walk off.
Just walk in, looking like I just got done being stoned. Be like,
Oh, did you film serious, by the way? Yeah,
If not-
I didn't film it. I'm serious. I believe you. Just go grab it. Hopefully, it's the only Newport in the ashtray, so I know it's not. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow.
What's the studio number in here?
It is 591 Kush or 591-58-7 something. 5874. Trying to get Ash to come down to the show, come cook this guacamole with us. We don't really cook it, but you know what I'm saying.
Sounds like a Hawaiian island. I think it was the word not Evocana, not Evocana. Yes, Evocana. You like Evocana? I like Evocana. All right, name that drug. Is it Evocana? It is not Evocana. Take that all that's a spit built up and off of that. It's not Evocana. Is that a real name of a drug? Is it a real name? Yes, it is. It's pretty absolutely. All right, it's gonna kill you. At least you feel like you're in the islands. It's nice. The side effects that's one to is Anora. Anora for COPD. Anora, the mother-in-law, the all they gotta say was the stork. That's where she's the good. Most chillest 21st century. Dora's cousin. Dora's gonna lead us out of the Dora the Explorer. Who's Nora? She was the Nora is the drug. Keeps Dora so pleasant. Do you really say Dora the Explorer? No, it's adorable. No, it is very adorable. That adorable. Dora the Explorer and Nora the Snorer. If it's for like movie threats, a drug for your COPD. Yes. So for your bronchitis, it can do things to your bowel movements and and just to everything else in your body. Like kind of narrowing down if the drug is that for the game, or saying of themselves like real drug. That's the point of the game. How can you take a drug that like sure it's gonna fix this one thing? It's gonna give you a much or wreak havoc on every other part of it. Exactly. Whenever I go to the doctor and I don't anymore. They because we're men, they don't have health insurance. And does he have health insurance? Does he? Is that a bit? Was that a bit within a bit? Didn't you see that? It was legit because it was radio. You didn't see that. But the old getting key on that one when I said it to Kevin and I forgot this was radio. You have 2.5 minutes. Possible. All right. So Mike Moses Kennedy is hanging out with us right. We're almost done. And we have another segment to come. Yeah, we're not. We have because we're not. And we'll talk about come in and we just move on. We radio gypsy. Talk about Facebook photos. I have a girl who posts the photo that takes an hour and a half. We talk about the selfies they take, and we're going to talk about their comments that your friends make. That's where the creepy ones. So we'll do that. But we still haven't gotten to the point where we're going to legalize marijuana here in Arizona. I want to ask you if you were on board to write the legalization note to the initiative, what would you put in there? What would you like to see as a legalization? I would like it to be legal because I feel like a third grader. I just tried marijuana for the first time, and I'm like a student senate. I'm like an 8th grade kid, just going like, look, I tried marijuana, and it's way better than everything else that my parents have been giving me, and I'd like to see it legalized. I don't understand if it can fix cancer. Why can't it be legal? It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm 13. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. I would pretend to be a 13-year-old kid, just walk out and be like, this just seems stupid for it not to be legal. Like, and just walk away. Go like, it's a plan. It goes everywhere in the country. We'll just walk up there and go, you know what, guys? It's all berries these days. It's a natural growing plant. Just walk up and go, feels like it's about time, doesn't it? Like, what? Like, you know what I would say? Like the Sheila Polk and the people who are against it. And we talk about Sheila Polk here in Arizona. She's in Yavapai. She's the attorney general. She's just she's a witch against the cannabis. Oh, is she? You know, she's the anti. You know, all I got to do is say, look, you know, your hatred and your misconception of marijuana and cannabis has only been around for about 80 years. Right. Everything else before that has been fine and dandy until then. What's not great? So why are you believing in something that's only this old and also comes from a maniac, madman who was paid off by corporations? Well, you want to keep people divided. I know we're close to the end, right? Yeah. I got a good thing about you if you ever get amnesia. Your 2 minutes are up. What's that? Right now, just like think about it. Like we all label ourselves. I'm a right wing. I'm a conservative. I'm a liberal. I'm from Colorado. I'm from Arizona. I'm from wherever. Right. But those are all just labels. Like if you got amnesia tomorrow, you would just be you. Right. That's not even your name. The amnesia factor. Everything's been given to you, assigned to you. Well, maybe we can try the amnesia factor sometime. Let's do that. All right. We'll be back here. Drive with Gas, man. Let's talkpot.com. Brought to you by Jerry Lenhart of Scottsdale, GreenbeltHomes.com. And we'll be back. One more segment to go right here. Don't go anywhere. Welcome to the best way to improve your false drinking with... I wouldn't do that to an animal.
Now, how long have you had these pains, Mr. Barber?
Now, that's Babar.
2 B's?
1 B. B-A-B-A-R.
That's 2.
Yeah, but not right next to each other. I thought that's what we meant.
Arnold Babar. Isn't there a children's book about an elephant named Babar?
I don't know. I don't have any.
No children?
No elephant books.
You are driving with gas.
Welcome to the internet, my friend. How can I help you?
I'm interested in upgrading my 28.8 kilobaud internet connection to a 1.5 megabit fiber optic T1 line. Will you be able to provide an IP router that's compatible with my token ring Ethernet LAN configuration?
Can I have some money now?
Hey, it's David Sell, and you're listening, which is good.
This is K-High, the world's first station dedicated to marijuana awareness. How in the world can we talk pot all day? Well, the marijuana movement has passionate fans across the great USA. But there's medical benefits, legislative issues, lifestyle stuff, as well as a revolution that's taking place, changing society. Just like at the end of Prohibition, during the 60s, and at any time in history when Americans have reestablished their freedom. You'll hear all that, and even funny stoners. This is K-High, the weed talk station.
Look, the worst part about business travel is worrying about my wife and kids at home alone. My family's safety is my responsibility. That's why I started researching home security. I called the big alarm companies, checked online, even looked at doing it myself. But the best technology for the best price came from Vivint. They even won the Consumer's Digest Best Buy Award. Yes, Vivint gives me a complete security system, but it does even more. Vivint's video technology is unreal. I can see what's going on in my home right from my smartphone computer. I can even lock the doors remotely if my kids forget. Best yet, I got Vivint's no equipment costs and free install deal. $1,300 worth of camera and security equipment at no charge. Vivint was the easy choice for my family's safety.
Take control of your family's safety with Vivint. Order now for up to $1,300 in security equipment at no charge. Just pay as little as $99 for activation. Plus, call now and installation is free. Call 1-800-471-1577. That's 1-800-471-1577. 1-800-471-1577.
Hey, far out sure. How'd you know? That quality shines through every time.
Far Out Factory is the only place custom for tees with no print on colors.
We're about to go live. Let's get some viewers here. Let's bust some legs here.
And don't have to find 20 other people who want the same design to get a good price.
I like that word. Here in Colorado, and it's not some cheap quality variety screen printing.
Are you friends with Far Out Factory on Facebook?
That's how I found them. The unique graphics called mine. And I get my girl on those leggings.
You probably like to blow glass and gifts like I do.
Early going to Red on in a hot piece. You can draw it down. I just had a vision of my next t-shirt.
Beyond visions, you'll hear Far Out Factory, 109, and ahead, East Bijou. In her RSX 850i with speeds up to 50 miles per hour, big journey. High up to 1,400 pound payload. Visit your John Deere dealer. Go Gator. Parker for Colorado's online at pbequip.com or find us at myjohndeeredealer.com.
Oh yeah, I'll follow you down.
Hey man, am I driving okay? I think we're parked here.
Alright, we're finally to our last segment. On here. Let's talkpot.com, K-High Radio. My name's Kevin Gassman, and you're driving gas. Man, riding shotgun. That's comedian Mike Moses Kennedy.com. Just the comedian. That's, where's the API? Another vessel of energy floating through the universe at the same speed that you are, so we can stop here. Right, so we have our final moments here hanging out with you guys, and thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate your time. And this is, once a week, maybe twice a week, I'll bring comedian friends in to hang out with us to kind of lighten up a little bit. We hang a load up, man. I like the variety. That's what I like about doing the show on this network. It's great because, yes, we talk pot, but also I like to veer off a little bit and see what else is out there. Yeah, discuss a little bit of the world, and don't be afraid, Kevin. Venture. I'm never afraid to venture. I like to venture out there. We're talking about each other. Yeah, that's amazing. And no, we're partnership brothers. That's what I'm about. Chipotle recently did something too, where Chipotle's getting on board and getting rid of some of their non-organic things. Yeah, they're not doing GMOs anymore, so that's what, it's getting out there. We're in the same, do you think, that's what I was saying earlier. Do you think McDonald's can even switch at this point? Or are they so, locked into this, what they're doing with the food that they get? Or do you think, because Monsanto's kind of screwed up all of them, do you think they can even go back to organic? Or has every field in this country so screwed up from the pesticides and whatnot that they can't even go back Well, the Monsanto seeds also spread and contaminate the field next door to that. The Monsanto seeds, so then that ends up being screwed. Then they end up suing those farmers for growing their seeds. It's like GFY, all right? That's all I gotta say. We'll cut that short. GFY. If you're gonna sue a farmer for growing a seed they had no idea they were growing, because your stupid seed fertilized their field. And you know, it's one of those things that we just sit here idle and we watch these corporations get away with murder, basically, and we're just going, that's not fair. They can't do that. Why are they getting away with that? Why isn't somebody doing anything about this? And you realize that the person who's supposed to do something about this used to work for them. Then you go, oh. Why am I up for that guy's position? Why don't we get to vote for that guy? Because he seems like he has a much more important job than the actual president. If you vote in a sheriff, that's your local sheriff, that's the guy who's going to arrest you, right? You know, well, they're all not. Any sheriff's going to arrest you. But are you voting? I'm saying, though, but you're not going to vote in a sheriff that's not going to arrest you. Yeah, but if you want a sheriff, well, sheriffs are an elected office. Right. So sheriffs would sometimes be like, hey, you know what? People are going to vote me in if I'm always busting people for driving a little bit of a distance. Why don't you run for sheriff? I think we already have a sheriff. Yeah, but there's Sheriff Joe, by the way, he's in trouble. I know. I met Sheriff Joe. I can better follow his footsteps. Maybe you can fund his campaign to get him out of jail. I just can't because he's too pretty pretentious. He's got a GoFundMe account, or he's got a fundraiser for attorney fees for his litigation. Oh my God, I should raise money for Sheriff Joe. This is for real. Really think it would. I mean, I'm running against him. You're running against him 2016. That's when you run against him. So I was just saying, get out of Maricopa County. I got a big news, by the way. Is that Sunday we're going to be hanging out at Hempful Farms Cafe and Shop. This is kind of like the quote unquote Cracker Barrel style cafe, and this is hemp products. And it's you need a dispensary card. You don't need a medical card to get in. This is open to the public. Anybody of all ages can get there and eat. It's not stuff that you gotta get high from. There are CBD strains in there, but I mean, I'm sure you can separate that stuff. But I've had their food, and amazing. Can't wait. We're gonna be there from 10 to about 2 o'clock on Sunday. We're gonna record Monday's show because we're having a big festival going down. The band Ebenezer will be joining us for a live performance on the radio, which I'm really excited about, and we're gonna have a great discussion on the legalization of cannabis here in Arizona, which I'm super excited about. Now that we have two initiatives to think about, we need to isolate down to one initiative here, right? And I think that's going to be the mission of my show, to try to go, dudes, we can't have two. You just can't, because if we have two, then we're never going to get it done in the next election. This is not going to happen. You can't have that. So we'll be over at Hempful Farms. Check them out, hempfulfarms.com. And that's Hempful. Hempful. That's what I got there. Maybe it's the smoking thing. I gotta maybe eat stuff. Maybe go to the tinctures a little bit. Maybe chill with the smoke tinctures. Yes, tinctures. Say teachers. Teachers. Hempfulfarms.com. HEMPFULFARMS. Hempful Farms Cafe. You can check it out. I'm really excited to be there because really it's one of a kind here in Arizona, and it's kind of groundbreaking. Just like LetsTalkPot.com. And we were on CBS News last week. We got a lot of new listeners to the show, and people come tuning in. What do they talk about on LetsTalkPot.com? And we're in 100 villages. And we're about to play Puerto Music on Let's, of course. So, we like a little bit of fun, but it's not every mother's show. But it is mom and dad approved. Because I'm not dad. I was going to say I'm mom and dad, but I'm a dad. Well, I call my mom and dad. And they're cool with me doing radio. Yes, I love my mom, my brother. You don't think so? Yeah. I want to try one. No, you do like my mom. Someday. We crank call you now. Yeah, you were going to do that. I feel like I used to be able to do that. Yeah, I used to be able to do that until I started comedy, and now they don't like it. My phone line's California. Hi, this is Kennedy. No, as a kid. My name is Kevin Scott. I'm a producer out in Hollywood, California. You know what? No, my mom does. Your son, Mike Kennedy? No, that's not what it is. Because my mom, as a kid, she would be like, oh, someone's casing the joint. She always thought someone was casing the joint. So they hung up. And she was always paranoid that someone was casing the joint. She's like, leave the radio on when we're gone. People think we're home. But I lived in the smallest town, like 50,000 people. No one got robbed ever. Yeah, doors. Yeah, just leave the radio on. Like you lived in downtown New York. Why don't I think we'd even lock the doors? We'd leave the doors unlocked, like leave the radio on. So it's the radio on. Yeah, and I used to do that all the time. Yeah. So what should I on? Radio doesn't. You have like a tape. My music's tape. Or sometimes what channel? What channel? You have to do like something on that would disturb the neighbors. Would you? Like sports, for exercise sports. Hey, they're watching sports. Let's walk in. You need something that's like, whoa, we're like, you got. If you play porn on the radio, my neighbors, teenage neighbors that love you. I'm already the bad neighbor. Always the bad neighbor. There was a story. I remember this. This guy was blasting porn in his apartment, and someone thought that there was a girl being hurt, and stormed into their apartment, yielding a sword. The neighbor. That's a little aggressive, but they're ready for some porn music or not. It's better than his neighbors. What music is where you decide if
That's not music to my ears.
Alright, this is the game we like to close the show out with, and Mike goes to skin and everybody like shotgun. Thanks for hanging out with me, man. Thank you, buddy. I feel like I'm dragging a little. I'm gonna get that lunch.
Hey Trey, you there?
High noon is up next. I'm sure we can take care of that. Okay. But we need to get like a national food sponsor so we can give away some lunchtime tickets, you know? Tickets. Get your tickets. I said lunchtime tickets. What I'm saying, like, get a meal at Red Robin and some tickets. I can do that. All right, so we'll get some tickets. So we're going to play there. Essentially, I think this one. Dave, this we're going to do this. It's not, it's so porn. Okay? And so porn is the dialogue of a porno or a so porn. Now, when I say porno, I'm talking Skinamax on porn at the below waist. You know, or something else, like a soap opera dialogue. Is this from a soap opera? Or is it is a porn?
They should be coming in any second. Chicago, I am here.
Yellow.
Hey,
How's
man.
it going?
I'm good. Hey, I'm gonna use mic 2. I'm gonna use mic 2 for when I make the fresh guacamole. You guys are missing out today.
Oh, you're making guacamole over the air?
Oh yeah, live guacamole on air. I'm gonna switch over to 2 real quick. Hang on. All right, check. Might be a little high on this one.
Keep talking.
Check. Mic check. Guacamole. Mic check.
That sounds. You could actually turn that up.
Okay, hold on. How's that? Check.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, cool. And then let me go back to this one. All right, here's the main one.
All right, just give me a 5 count.
Hold on. Check. Hold on. Give me just a second. I actually can't hear you guys because check.
Okay. Just give me a 5 count.
Okay, hold on.
All right.
There we go. All right, we're back in there. How's this main mic? Check.
It seems like you come up a little bit.
Check. Check.
All right,
check.
you're solid.
All right, cool. All right, well, we're ready to go after we come in from the commercial.
All right, sweet. Who's making the guac?
Me.
Just all right.
Actually,
demonstration.
Oh yeah, I actually used to be a sous chef. I'm calling today's Munchie Wednesday. And then for the live video feed, when I get done with the guacamole during the commercial, I'll clear the guacamole away, and then all of a sudden, poof, there'll be a counter full of snacks that we'll talk about. We are going straight, Baby D on this one. Twinkies got a new snow. Host got a new Twinkie.
Glitter.
He's got glitter sprinkles.
Out of the wrapper, it's easy. I just watched that movie.
I was watching How High this morning. That's one of my favorites right there. I love that. we got to we get high, and we get higher scores.
Yeah. We're gonna be out.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
All right. We're gonna lock the door.
Absolutely, I'll listen to work up.
So thank you guys for tuning in. High Noon is up next. We're sponsored by Jerry Lenhart of Scottsdale, greenbellhomes.com. So check him out.
That's one thing I got to work on. I got to get sponsorships. Pay my bills.
We'll be back tomorrow. And Kathy and Bill.
Yeah, just go out there.
Yeah, I got a couple of meetings today with some of the dispensaries, a couple of guys that I know that I used to work with back on the legal side of things. Well, going from the illegal to legal, actually.
Yeah, right. Are you working on getting a co-host?
Yeah, we've got the deal out there, but I mean, it's believe it or not, people are actually pretty shy.
1580, the world's first station dedicated to marijuana awareness. Now in the world, can we talk pot all day? Well, the marijuana
So new talking about
fans across
pot,
the great USA, but there is medical benefits, legislative issues, lifestyle stuff, as well as a revolution that's taking place, changing society, just like at the end of Prohibition during the 60s and any time in history when Americans have reestablished their freedom. You'll hear all that and even funny stoners. This is K-High, the weed talk station.
Looking for the best restaurants in New York City? Check out NewYork5stars.com. NewYork5stars.com is totally independent. No restaurant pays for a listing. Looking for the best hotels in New York City? Check out NewYork5stars.com. NewYork5stars.com is totally independent. No hotel pays for a listing. Remember, for the best restaurants and the best hotels in the New York City area, NewYorkCity5stars.com.
You have unfiled tax returns or owe the IRS or state more than $10,000. If you don't take action now, your tax problem is going to get worse, much worse. Seizure of property, bank levies, wage garnishments, and potential criminal prosecution.
Coming up in 3 minutes.
If you owe the IRS back payroll taxes, chances are you will be visited at your home or business by an IRS agent. Don't become paralyzed by fear. Take action now. Call the experts at U.S. Tax Shield for help. Our team of experienced tax attorneys can get you protected, stop collections, and negotiate a permanent settlement with the IRS and state, potentially saving you thousands of dollars. At U.S. Tax Shield, our tax advisors will review your case for free, inform you of your rights, and give you a guaranteed quote. No games and no tricky upsells. That's why we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and thousands of satisfied clients. Put an end to your torment. Get protected. Get the Shield. Call U.S. Tax Shield now at 800-299-1855. That's 800-299-1855. 800-299-1855.
My name is Angel Rach. I'm a mother of 2 teenage children, and I fought all the way to the Supreme Court for the right to use the medicine that saved my life.
2 minutes.
I've been permanently disabled for 10 years with an inoperable brain tumor, wasting syndrome, and several other serious conditions. For 4 years, I was in a wheelchair, in so much pain, I couldn't even hug my kids. The hardest part was looking in their eyes and seeing how much they were suffering because of my medical condition. The medicine that gave me my life back and gave my kids their mom back was cannabis, also known as medical marijuana. With medical marijuana, I can walk, maintain my weight, and I can be a mom. Without it, my doctors believe that I would die. To learn more about medical marijuana, contact Marijuana Policy Project at 1-877-JOIN-MPP or on the web at mpp.org.
Owning and caring for a home comes with a lot of to-dos. Tune up the furnace, clean the gutters, remodel the kitchen, whatever your home improvement need. Home Advisor can help you find a pro you can trust to get the job done right. Go to home.homeadvisor.com for instant access to top-rated pros in your area, including electricians, handymen, plumbers, whatever type of home pro you need. And Home Advisor is absolutely free to use. At Home Advisor, you don't have to search through a long list of pros. With just a few clicks, Home Advisor matches you with pros who provide the exact services you need. You can read customer reviews of the pros, even use the cost guide to find out what hundreds of other home projects cost in your area. And because Home Advisor knows it's important to find a pro you can trust in your home, they conduct background checks on their service professionals. It's just one of the reasons more than 25 million homeowners have used Home Advisor. Go to home.homeadvisor.com to find the right pro for your project. That's home.homeadvisor.com.
If you're looking for cake decorating tips, You've got the wrong baking station. K-High.
Like live?
Oh yeah, we are definitely in the house today, and what do we got to show for you guys today? You know, I'm gonna give you a hint. This is the best I can give you. Oh yeah, salsa and guacamole. See, when you're Spanish like me, we like to play Spanish music when we cook, so we're definitely going to be doing some cooking up here in the studio, sort of. There's really no cook per se to making guacamole, but it is Munchie Wednesday. It is the day that I have decided to dedicate to the munchies of marijuana. And one of my favorite things I know I like to eat is, of course, guacamole and chips, because it's just good, man. I mean, you can just get your grub on, have a good time with it. It's fun to make. You know, shout out to Ashley Hasbrook. It's a girl I used to date who's a really, really, really close friend of mine with child. So I imagine she's probably just resting up and doing her thing with the baby on the way. Shout out to her and Chris. Congratulations on the baby. We're gonna be making guacamole with one variant. I'm not a big fan of canned or preservative laden food, so I'll be using fresh tomatoes, Ashley, just in case you're wondering, instead of the canned tomatoes that I was, of course, shown, aka taught. And if you ever look her up, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be like, what? She's blonde with pale skin / tan in the summer. And I'm like, that's because that white girl grew up in the barrio, man. She knows how to make guacamole. And so we're gonna definitely be making some guacamole. If you're watching live on the live broadcast through YouTube, you can see the guacamole ingredients right behind me. So if you want to tune in there, there's a link. Let me see here. We'll get you the link on the K-High page. There's already a link to copy that. There's already a link on my personal page. So if you're already friends with me out there, you know, we try to keep our friend list big. You know, go big or go home. So we're gonna definitely get a post on this K-High page. Hold on, let's see here. Let's do this. Let's go K-High. So we've got a lot of fun stuff planned today. Also, we're gonna be covering some of the snacks that the doc likes to snack on. And I'm telling you, I am diabetes. I am diabetes prone because of being I'm hypoglycemic. Both my parents had diabetes. My mom does, and my dad did before he passed away. And so I know I'm diabetes prone. So I look at it this way: rather than live scared my whole life, I'm going to, you know, snack the hell out until it becomes an issue. Let's see here. So we got watch live, and boom, we're gonna post that. We got a text. Who could be bothering the doc at work? Oh no, you know what? That's Dana down at the beach, my little boo down in Florida. So oh yeah, and of course, you know, we already know what she's saying. I'm gonna watch your show or listen to it or both. And we love that, of course. You know, we like to make jokes, but at the same time, we love that. Let's see here. I'm set 17, so it's 220. Okay, so apparently, oh yeah, I'm the host of this. Oh yeah, Little Flip, July 17th. For those of y'all don't know, I got an opportunity a couple years back to be Little Flip's, you know, the hype man for the show, and it's kind of funny. I just didn't like the way the announcer was kind of doing the thing, and so I just snatched the mic up and started and kind of took over. And from then forward, DJ Kamikaze and I have pretty much partnered together on almost every show that he's done, and I've kind of been his host / hype man. And you know, this one will be over at Arrakis, a good friend of ours. Like Jamin Johnson yesterday alluded to that when he was on the show. Is you know, there's that group of clubs that aren't downtown, i.e. Arrakis, Black Sheep, the Speakeasy, and they've all kind of become, you know, sort of brother and sister to each other, and looks out for each other in the hip hop industry. And so again, I'll be partnering up with DJ Kamikaze for Little Flip, because nobody does a Little Flip concert except Mr. Trey. And I told Little Flip, you know, hey, make sure you say that whenever you do your contract, you know, help your boy out, look out for your boy. And So also got to give a shout out to Kafali. We got Candace, of course, my little shorty boo out in California listening. We got all kinds of people up in this today. Mom and dad listening out in Arizona. All my folks out in Phoenix. Number love to you, West Side. For hey, you know how it is. I'll be on that that whole TQ West Side till I die. God, growing up on the West Side, West Coast, it's dubs up for life. Love y'all out there. Thank you for listening. And I want to give a big shout out to my listeners out in Puerto Rico, de la familia, my family out in Puerto Rico, the Claudios. I mean, I'm telling people, if you go to New York and you Google Claudios, you're going to get about 100,000 people back. Man, my family is deep. I mean, deep. We so deep, I walk down the street with my chest out, my chin up, because I ain't really worried about nothing. We ain't worried about nothing. We just put on some salsa music. We grab some, I kind of bring that whole Mexicali, Mexi Arizona type flavor to the family, because they're so used to that, that East Coast Puerto Rican, from Florida all the way up to New York type attitude. And then, you get me, I'm sort of that like laid back West Coast dude who's, but I'll be in your face in 2 seconds kind of guy, and they'd be like, oh yeah, okay, he really Puerto Rican, because he calm until stuff pops off. Well, I mean, who isn't, right? So let's check the messages real quick on the K-High Radio, of course, hosted by Mr. Trey High Noon page. And let's see here. Shout out to Mandy Cisneros. Got to give a shout out to her out there. She's just like the page. And thank you, of course. Thank you, everybody, for sharing the different posts and whatnot, and, getting the word out there. Again, if you're interested in advertising with us or becoming a sponsor of the show, all you have to do is reach out to me through Facebook. You can also, of course, call right into the show, 719-591-KUSH. That's 719-591-5874. Definitely come in and, become part of something great, because one thing I can tell you is it's just like any new business. It's cheap to get in early. Once things start rolling, I can't promise you nothing out there, pilgrims. So it's high noon. If you're high at high noon, then I can tell you right now, you're probably hungry. I know I'm always hungry. So we're definitely going to get Baby D on it today with all our snacks. Twinkie got a new cupcake. They're coming out today. They got sprinkle splatters. Taking out the wrapper. So we're going to definitely have some fun today. And we're going to have a good time with you guys. As always, as we always do, all over Facebook, we got a couple of shows, or a couple of stories here that we're going to go over too. One of them, not so... I'm not very impressed with. I'm actually very disappointed in, coming out of Chicago with the Chicago PD, and what I would say is definitely not okay. We're going to talk about how to discipline when you're high. Thank you to DJ Lay It Down, aka Lejean the Rebel. That's of course, for those of you who don't know, that's my DJ Kamikaze's brother, Brett, excuse me, I'm sorry, is his real name. I always call him Brent. I always mess his name up. He's gonna kill me one day for that. But he had posted something that kind of caught my attention, and it is a picture of a kid in a corner, and a picture of a kid in a corner with a hand hanging down with a belt. And it says A or B, which one did you get growing up? And of course, I had to answer with B because my mama didn't play. And so, the kind of the difference of disciplining when you're high, because sometimes when you're high, things are a little funnier than normal. And so sometimes it's a little harder to take you serious when you're, blazed and laughing, or trying not to laugh at your child, and trying to discipline. So we're going to talk about disciplining when you're high. And believe it or not, it's actually harder than you think, because I'm telling you, they know. They may not know, but they know. And they know they can mess with you. And they know they can give you a hard time. And so, are you that hard, firm hand parent, or are you that, go get in the corner and I'm tired of looking at you parent? And so we're going to talk about that. Like I said, we've got quite a few things that we're going to be able to, oh my God. Oh, and we're definitely going to talk about the woman that tried to avoid arrest by offering to lick the cop's butthole. Yes, you can't make this up. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for something here. But so we're like I said, we're going to get into some fun stuff today. I mean, you know, Wednesday's that hump day. You're trying to get over the hump, you know, Mike. What day is that? Hump day? Yes, it's today. And so, like I said, you know, rather than make it a boring old, you know, got to get over the hump, you know, oh, dear Lord, help me through today and help me avoid being antisocial and suicidal because it's Wednesday. No, that's that Monday feeling. Shake it off. We're halfway through the week. We're almost there. Oh, tonight, don't forget, I want you to join me tonight if you get a chance. Of course, shout out to my people over at Corona Beer, of course, my Corona folks, for all y'all that are out there. They have had me and, of course, his name is Nick Anderson, aka Jesse James, the gunman of the tattoo machine. My personal tat guy and I, we have been involved in sponsoring and bringing you know, awareness to K-High as well as Living Our Tattoo via the Corona Bikini Girls contest. It is a model search for the annual Corona Girls, and I can tell you that it is absolutely fun to sit around and just snapshot pictures of all these lovely ladies. And it's been fun. I mean, it's been a great time, and this is slowly coming to the end. And so as it comes to the end, we definitely want to get people involved in that, and you know, get out there and just check it out. I mean, it's something that it's at downtown Colorado Springs at Blondie's, and it is part of the Corona Girls concert or a model search. So again, if you want to come hang out with me, come meet me. I don't fathom anybody really wants my autograph, but if you want an autograph, I'll sign autographs. So will Nick. Nick's autograph's probably worth more than mine, just, you know, thinking out loud. I mean, a very talented tattoo guy down at Living Art Tattoo. Love that guy. Like I said, they have been wonderful sponsors of me personally prior to even K-High. And you know, when the owner is not, the owner and Nick himself are not really big on the marijuana culture, not necessarily super supportive of it to the degree that I am, but have really embraced, you know, who I am and what I do for a living as far as being in radio and whatnot. And so very excited to get to do that. Who else we want to shout out? Oh, we got to shout out my man, Zach Gonzalez, sitting up in Connecticut. This is a guy that I met via the internet who has become like family to me. And so he's listening. We're also going to have Chuck in the studio. That's Charles Toto, my cousin. And what Chuck is like the beat of bud. What I mean by that is he's going to kind of give us the breakdown of the prices and the going rates of underground marijuana versus what I'm getting at the dispensaries. And I'm not talking about the free weed they give me to sample. We will be out on location today. We'll be stopping by Mary Meds, and we'll also be stopping by let's see. Oh yeah. We got to stop by Joe's shop. Joe, for those of you that don't know who Joe is, to me, I mean, is Joe used to be a manager. His name's Joe Fisher. Joe used to be a manager over at Rocky Road Remedies, and then he ended up branching out and starting his own spot. And so I told him, you know, hey, I'm coming by after the show today. We're going to smoke some of your trees. We're going to talk about your trees. He's in the process of moving, so getting him on the show may be a slight delay until next week, but that's okay. I told him, I said, hey, as long as I can have you on the show, I'd be happy to have you on the show. And he definitely is excited, a big supporter of the weed growth culture here in Colorado and so much more. He like I said, he's invited us down to his shop down there. It's over on 26th and Colorado. It's right above the OCC Smoke Shop. And so again, we got a really busy day. You call it hump day. I call it getting it done day. Like I said, I couldn't be more excited to have the day we have today. Again, after the first segment, during the second segment, we're going to make guacamole. And guacamole, let's see here. And so let's see here. Let me see here. We got a message from Miss Hasbrook. All right, I'm telling her, get your butt down to the station and make guacamole. She gonna kill me. I really am that kind of ex-boyfriend though, guys. I when we're done, we're done. But that doesn't mean that we have to hate each other and not be friends. I stop by my kids' moms' houses all the time, say hi. I You know, I see you on the streets. If I used to date you, I say hi. I'm not a mean person or a bad person. Just a pretty simple guy that, you know, just because we didn't make it to the end of time together doesn't mean that we still can't be friends. And so it's just one of those things where, you know, for all those new boyfriends out there, there's no need to get jealous, bruh. I don't want your chick, man. We're just friends, I promise you. And when I say that, I don't mean we're just friends, but friends with benefits on the slide behind your back. No, I don't mean that at all. I really mean we're just friends. I'm kind of one of those guys that I really believe in the process of moving forward, i.e. always moving forward, never backwards, which means when I'm done, I'm done. But that doesn't mean I don't want to be your friend. So for any of those, you know, sensitive fellas out there, don't worry. I'm not trying to take your girl. I just want to hang out with her for a second and talk weed. That's it. Nothing more. So, definitely get down, come see me. As always, working with right now with the guys over at the tattoo shop, Living Art, where if you stop by there to get a tattoo during the day, during my show, you can listen to my show right there with Nick Anderson. Let's see here. Matter of fact, I'm about to tell Nick, you better have my show on. But you guys get to sit here and harass people with me, and that's fun. You better have my show on, buddy. And then, you know, worse off, I insult Nick even more by simply putting the website too. So it's like, letstalkpot.com, in case you forgot. I know you didn't forget, but we're gonna say it again, just because, you know, letstalkpot.com. Come on, Nick, put on the show. Don't be a hater. I'm talking about you right now. On air. And I invited my 20,000 friends. You gotta love that. I love listenership and followership. He's already like the comment. He's like, all right. Invited my listeners to join us at Blondie's. And by the way, our goal, I'm going to be very upfront. My goal is I want to get Jackie Wild. She's a friend of mine. She has been in this contest. She is absolutely drop dead gorgeous. And absolutely, I mean, she's one fine mamacita, let me tell you. And my goal is I want Jackie, you know, in the finals. I want her, we want to help her get her to, you know, Mexico, Viva la Mexico. So we want to, you know, tonight our goal is to get Jackie Wild to Mexico. She's a supporter of all things, you know, Nick and I. And so, you know, me and Nick are kind of like, we're tag teaming this year. I'm kind of coming from the weed side of things. He's coming from the tattoo side of things. And where am I at? I don't know. Maybe if you turn on your radio, you know where I'm at. The station. So anyway, my real goal here is to get Jackie to the finals. So we're going to go to break here in a couple minutes. And when we do, I'm going to go, of course, you know, do the right things like wash my hands and stuff before I handle the food. And if you come by the station, I'm the only one here right now that I know of. There might be a couple other people here lingering or milling around, but they may not answer the door. So do me a favor, you know, call in to 719-591-KUSH. That's 719-591-5874. Let me know you're outside and you need in. If you want to come by, I'm looking for 3 people to stop by the station and try this guacamole. And don't worry, it won't be all brown because I got the lime. So that way you put the lime in the coconut and you okay, man. Capiche? Capiche. All right. So, like I said, after the break, we're going to make guacamole right here live at the station. We're gonna have some fun with you guys today. For all those dispensaries and all those folks out there in the weed industry listening to us live right here in Colorado Springs and across the country as well as the globe, shout out again to all y'all. I've got listeners in Germany, guys. I've got listeners in France, Puerto Rico, Panama. Oh, I love Panama. I'm telling you, give me a ticket and I will broadcast from Panama. No questions, no doubt about it. I love the getting outside of the country. It's one of my favorite things to do. Sure. And anyway, also, if you guys want to do live remotes from anywhere in the country. All you got to do is, get a hold of us right here at the station. We'll set it up. We'll come out to your location and we'll broadcast live from there. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and cut to break. When we come back, we make guacamole. Viva la hump day. We're right here on High Noon with the Doc. K-High.
I hit the ass like the Buddha that's stinky. They want to smoke, but they're just so rinky dinky. I'm the freak up, the one who freaks the funk. Said got the belly and he's gonna.
Long held traditions meet newfound freedoms.
All clear.
Come to the Pueblo spot that has the biggest selection of concentrates in southern Colorado. All wants to find the same part of marijuana products. That's why Hashish House has a welcoming atmosphere and knowledgeable bartenders that speak from personal experience and customer feedback. Their quality selection and customer service is what sets them apart from the rest and proud of it. Located at 428 South McCulloch Boulevard, you can give them a call at 719-547-1009 or check them out on PuebloDispensary.com.
Think you can't afford an amazing office for your business in the best buildings nationwide? Think again. Think Regis. Regis removes the hassles and costs that come with office space. Just call 1-800-OFFICES for a quick quote. Pick from any of their 2,000 prestigious locations and you can start working immediately. Regis offices are fully furnished, staffed, and ready to go. No upfront cash required and no long-term commitments. Right now, they're offering 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES and start today.
Stand by for a free offer.
I want to tell you about the Fountain of Youth by Pure Attitude. It's a non-toxic, all-natural, power-packed, anti-aging, waterless formula serum with 100% active ingredients. It creates dramatic results, firmer skin, and less visible wrinkles. It's like Botox in a bottle. The Fountain of Youth was developed by award-winning chemist and health and beauty expert to the stars, David Pollack. When recently featured on the Today Show, all they could say was, "I love it." This incredible product increases skin oxygenation, boosts collagen, increases hydration and cell renewal, and results in a tighter, firmer appearance to your face with less visible wrinkles. And now, we want to let you try it for free. Go to freefountainofyouth.com and you'll receive a free 14-day trial of the Fountain of Youth. Just pay a small shipping and handling fee. It makes a great gift because it's packaged and you will love it. New you after using dermatologist approved and recommended the Fountain of Youth. Go to freefountainofyouth.com.
Back in 60.
Caring for a home comes with a lot of to-dos. Tuning the curtains, cleaning the gutters, remodel the kitchen. Whatever your home improvement need, Home Advisor can help you find a pro you can trust to get the job done right. Go to home.homeadvisor.com for instant access to top-rated pros in your area, including electricians, handymen, plumbers, whatever type of home pro you need. And Home Advisor is absolutely free to use. At Home Advisor, you don't have to search through a long list of pros. With just a few clicks, Home Advisor matches you with pros who provide the exact services you need. You can read customer reviews of the pros, even use the cost guide to find out what hundreds of other home projects cost in your area. And because Home Advisor knows it's important to find a pro you can trust in your home, they conduct background checks on their service professionals. It's just one of the reasons more than 25 million homeowners have used Home Advisor. Go to home.homeadvisor.com to find the right pro for your project. That's home.homeadvisor.com.
If the weed talk on K-High is giving you a contact buzz, then just turn it down a little. K-High, the weed station.
Oh yeah. It doesn't matter if it's under pressure or if it's vanilla ice. Either way, I dig it. I just love the beat, boy. Somebody needs to do a remix to this. Like, don't go too vanilla ice with it. My town, they created all the bass sound enough to kick the holes in. Yeah, don't go that far. Just go a little bit before that and do a remix. I think we're due up for another, vanilla ice 70s to 80s to 90s to 2000s millennium type remix. We're due up. I don't care what anybody says. As a connoisseur of music, yeah, you like that, don't you? You can write that down. Connoisseur of music. I have to say that would definitely be something that I'd have to jam. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with that beat. It's kind of like Big Papa and throw your hands in the air, use a true play with the Isley Brothers beat. I'm telling you, it's just, you can't help it. You can't. Oh, see, even the guys in Chicago, they can't let it go. They got it back home. All right, so we're gonna get into making this guacamole real quick, but before we do, I gotta post something from my man Nick, just because Nick be posting some provocative stuff. It's no wonder he keeps they should change it to LL Cool N. Ladies love Cool Nick, because I'm telling you, Nick, boy, everywhere I go, I'm like, you don't want to be a wingman for anyone else. I love being his wingman. There is undoubtedly going to be, leftover carnage for the hyenas once the lion has ate. My boy got game. That's all I'm saying. Let's see here. So let me just post real quick. I did go wash my hands, of course, because I ain't Brody. And so we got that taken care of. We're gonna make this quick post on the High Noon page real quick. And if you call in, I may not answer the phone right away, but you should call in because actually, no, somebody call in. Who wants to make guacamole with me? Somebody call in right now, 591-5874. That's 719-591-KUSH. 719-591-KUSH. Let's make guacamole together. Anybody out there that thinks that they've got their recipe and we can compare it to mine, and I swear if you use a package of seasoning, don't call me, don't waste my time. I go all natural. Everything I got today is organic for a reason. Mostly just because I want to please all crowds. And how do you please all crowds? Go organic. So I'm going to switch mics. All right. Now we're over here on mic 2. See, mic check 2 1 2. Okay. So of course I've got my Chula hot sauce. If you ain't from Arizona or Colorado or the West Coast, you might not know about this Chula hot sauce, but it's got a little cork top to it.
Mr. Trey, you got a guess.
Uh-oh, we got a guess. And who's that? DJ Michaels. Let me tell you guys something. DJ Michaels, he used to be with Magic FM, a local radio station here, one of my idols. It's just when you meet your idol, you look at him, you're like, God, you're so tiny. Uh-oh, we've got a taste tester. How you doing?
Yeah, Red Lakers, Red Drink.
Uh-oh, come on in. Again, you can go ahead and step up to that mic right there. That one's live too.
All right.
Great
to be on KI.
So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yep. Ray Lakers, Rev Green. I was a guest on the Driving with Gas with Kevin Gassman. Okay. And was helping boost his show. He followed me on Facebook, and I do a lot of lobbying back in Iowa where I live. I just returned from there, and
Iowa, the land of hot blondes. Let me tell you.
Yeah, you could say that.
I've dated 2 women from Iowa. Both of them very beautiful blonde hair. Both of them had one had blue eyes, one had green eyes, but very beautiful women. They're hiding stuff in Iowa, folks. Let's see here. So you've come to join the show, and you've come into. You can't come at a better time than guacamole time.
Oh, exactly. I've just gone on Facebook. I'm listening to the shows and everything. I'm just very hyped over this platform and everything. And now that it's strictly on podcast and you're doing the direct YouTube videos, it's kind of loosened things up a little bit.
Yeah, I fathom that we'll eventually go back to FM or something to that degree, or FM or AM, one of the two, most likely FM, because I think the audience is going to grow too big for it to stay just on the internet. And so I see that happening, but of course it's a growth process. A lot of people don't realize that. I mean, even right now, High Noon doesn't have a direct sponsor. We have our normal sponsorships, but we don't have a direct sponsor per se.
Right, because that's why I'm really enthused about getting into this station and helping do any promotion. And with Kevin Driving with Gas.
Oh yeah, I love Kevin. He's down in my hometown. Oh yeah, Phoenix. Oh yeah.
I used to live in Tucson, and it's like being Facebook friends with people, and then you start having a mutual interests, and he's got major radio skills and stuff. And,
oh yeah, very talented.
Yeah, very talented that way. And, I'm kind of the underground podcaster online back in Iowa, Green Central Station. And it's being online and internet broadcasting and podcasting. It's a whole different medium. But I know that you guys are checking your analytics, and it sounds really strong. There's people worldwide checking us out.
Oh, yeah. I tell people, it's like when I've got, a couple of fans, it may only be 2, so don't judge me, but I have a couple fans in Germany that listen in, and I got a couple fans in, a lot of fans in Puerto Rico. That's the funny thing is I swear, like Puerto Ricans, we feel like we're all related. We may be all related. I don't know, but we feel like we're all related because one Puerto Rican does something and everybody's like, that's my guy. I mean, when Big Pun, when him and Fat Joe, with Terror Squad started to really blow up, everybody's like, "That's my label." Me too. I'm not going to deny it. I had the Vibe magazine cover with the big guy on it, and so it's just one of those things where it's like Puerto Ricans, we tend to just get behind whatever Puerto Ricans doing something and say, "Hey, that's my guy." So I'm glad to be the favorite son of the island right now for sure.
Right, and they're making progress down there too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a legislation right now in Puerto Rico in the parliament down there, or the government down there, that is working towards the legalization of marijuana down there as well. Puerto Rico, of course, directly affected by American laws as a sovereign nation of the United States. One of the downsides to that is that a lot of the drug laws and a lot of the liquor laws and a lot of the laws on money and import and export tax and everything really is directly affected by the United States. And so Puerto Rico sort of, to remain that sovereign nation has in government a lot of the times settled for whatever the U.S. wanted or the U.S. interests and not necessarily what the people wanted.
And it's always what the people want.
That's my thing is, the first sentence of the Declaration of Independence clearly states, we the people of the United States, not we this party or not we that party or not we. By the way, if you hear banging and clanging, it's me. I'm on this
getting down with this garlic, man.
I'm on this garlic. We're about to have some guacamole up in the studio. Hey, I'm telling you, any three listeners that's out here in Colorado Springs, that's within a reasonable distance, or even Pueblo. Hey, I'll take Pueblo. I'll take Monument if you get here quick enough. Come down and try some guacamole. I'm making it fresh. I got the lime juice. The lime and the coconut, so that way it don't turn all brown on you. Because I know that kind of, if there's one thing unappealing to guacamole, it's definitely when it turns brown. But we're gonna have some fun here. Look, he's over here licking his lips like, man, I see fresh stuff. And everything I got today, guys, organic, of course. So for any of you picky eaters out there, I've got you covered. Intentionally went and got organic stuff. Normally I just grab whatever the hell's on sale. But so you're up in Iowa. You're doing kind of the same thing we got going on here, of course. And but you've been doing, I believe, a little bit longer than us, if I remember right.
Well, I've been lobbying since 2006. I guess anybody that listens to the audience,
lobbying is not a cuss word in politics, guys.
That's new to me, or my situation. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 2004.
And now I know what that is. Absolutely know what that is. But explain that a little bit to people what that is.
Well, and it's not as severe as the gentleman that you're having the fundraiser for. He's got a real severe case. Mm-hmm. And, I had that same fear after my diagnosis. And, being someone that's had prior substance abuse issues leading up to 2004, I didn't want to start getting hooked on pharmaceutical drugs. I'd already seen that going on with my friends and that kind of diversion before this even happened with Percodans and Dilaudids and things like that. And
the hard stuff, man. I didn't have none of that. So I had the Percocets and the Vicodins and
Vicodin.
Pretty much the opiates. I couldn't, but they just made my stomach upset.
That was my thing. It really upsets my stomach, bounds me up, so to say. And you feel like you're handcuffed to the bed, and then they want to give you antidepressants to make.
Now you're depressed. It's not our fault, but you are depressed.
Right, and then and then as I was getting the testing, was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, I was introduced to a whole new world of people. And Montel Williams, number one, he was already out in public supporting medical marijuana as someone that has
very
multiple sclerosis. Yeah, so I started lobbying publicly. I have some good contacts at the State House and the Democratic Party. Some people I went to school with are actually lawmakers now up there. And
isn't that nice though when you see like someone that come to fruition? Like I was a pre-law major, and so a lot of my friends that I went to school with are now becoming lawyers or already are lawyers practicing. And it's fun to see that you have that support. And these are the same guys that this is Pookie and Ray Ray that you were smoking Chiba with back at the frat house.
Right.
And now Pookie and Ray Ray's now Mr. and Dr. and it's nice to see that.
So in the end, just always being in public and talking to the lawmakers and getting on the talk radio back there in Iowa and doing my podcasting and getting linked up with people back there in Iowa and in Des Moines. But, we suffer, not only a lower population there, we have a lot of apathy with people, coming out to talk about something that is illegal.
So there's a lot of resistance, I would say, probably, especially, that's sort of the northern Bible Belt there when you get into like Illinois and Iowa and Nebraska and stuff like that. I myself have family, up in Council Bluffs and, of course, on the other side of Iowa in the Quad Cities over there in Des Moines. Is it Des Moines?
Dubuque. No, Davenport.
Davenport. I saw the Mississippi River on my uncle's front lawn back in like 91. I kid you guys not, man. Or no, it was like 93, I think it was. But so I'm just kind of a point to take there that it's a very beautiful place, but that river rages.
Right, that's for sure. So after seeing my numerous friends move to Colorado or various, as I call them, free states, you know, I just reached.
What are we back in the Civil War again? There are free states and there are not free states, boy.
Yeah, I come out of the Depression era of marijuana in the Midwest from the 80s.
Oh man.
So basically, you know, after numerous people, I was telling them the state of Colorado should hire me for tourism and things like that, and helping you know, people move.
I think the slogan should be is just we got weed here. That's all you need to come to Colorado. We have weed and we won't bust your balls for it.
You know, so over the course of, you know, my activism in Iowa, a gentleman, rest in peace, Terry Mitchell, Reverend Reefer, he held the permit for the Iowa Hemp Freedom Rally and the Global Marijuana March, the first Saturday of May every year.
Okay.
It was started by Dana Beal, you know, back in the 90s in New York City. And, you know, Terry just asked me, you know, because I was so enthused, and I was, you know, getting people to show up and come out. You know, when I first went to the rally, there was like 50, and then next year 100, and then as interest grew, we got to 250 in 2010. But, you know, this was the first year that we actually had media there. So I don't know if any of you in the listening audience saw anything about Iowa Marijuana News at the start of May and the Global March, but that was me in the pictures with the cannibal helmet and doing interviews with the paper and things like that. And it was like we had 4, you know, major Iowa news sources there at the rally, and it was the first time in my 10 years of involvement with them.
And guys, I know that it doesn't sound like a lot for our listeners out there until you really you got to put it into context. Oh, and by the way, we are so past the dicing of tomatoes. We are on to the peeling of the avocado here. Just so you know, guys, by the way, make sure your avocados are brown. Brown is good in this case because that means they're nice and squishy, and then you can make a good guacamole. But you don't want them too squishy because then it's like, it's not good. I don't know. I don't want to use anything to turn your stomach, but it's just not good. But anyway, so the impact of having the major news outlets there, like a Fox or an ABC, is really equivalent to, like, guys, when we first launched this station, Fox 31 up in Denver and Fox 21 here in the Springs, which of course are traditionally conservative stations, let's be real, they were all over it because everybody was looking for us to make a fool of ourselves or looking for us to, you know, kind of, you know, asinine it up. And then when we came out, we hit a home run. And there was folks like this gentleman, compelling stuff going on. It really changed the tone real quick, and people's attitude changed. And then all of a sudden, you had CBS doing a national story on K-High because it wasn't a bunch, you know, it wasn't a bunch of, we might be a bunch of potheads, but we're not your atypical potheads. You know, you got, you know, college graduates, and you got business and entrepreneurs and all kinds of different folks that are really take this business very seriously, actually. And we're looking to change sort of the entire nation, and if not the globe's opinion and view of marijuana. So having that news outlet there, I know how important that is.
It was major. And my big attack this year, my big message is the, what do we want to say, the hypocrisy with alcohol and marijuana use in adults.
Oh yeah, I am one that I can speak on that. Coming from a house where we had an alcoholic in our home, and that individual having to recover, and seeing the difference between somebody who's, you know, just a blatant stoner pothead kind of person like myself, and knowing the difference. I mean, I've had my battles with drugs. I don't mind sharing this, but rehab is definitely something that has become a consummate word in my vocabulary.
And willpower.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Just waking up every day and knowing that I don't need all that garbage is nice, believe me. But it's a battle every day.
And a big part of that attack with that hypocrisy, alcohol and marijuana or cannabis, weed, is the state of Iowa politics are really driven by alcohol, and the Board of Alcohol, the Alcohol Control Board of Iowa.
You know, they got that cash crop, that corn, boy, and the corn makes liquor.
Yeah, well, they actually make taxes on the distribution, so it's all distributed through the state warehouses when the liquor comes in from out of states, and then they put their tax stamp on it.
And that's where I argue that right back to them, and I go, well, why would you want to do that with weed? Why wouldn't you want to do the same exact thing with marijuana that you're doing with liquor? Fine, I'm not arguing that liquor is the better choice. I will argue that it is the healthier and safer choice because there's medical facts to back that up. But outside of that, I wouldn't argue much more beyond that, because I'd say, hey, why not just tax it the same? I'm not asking you to give up what you have. I'm asking you to work with me here.
Right, and a big part of the resistance with getting any forward progress with the medical marijuana is now what's going on back there is what I call compassionate care, or it's like they want to make the non-plant form of cannabis available to patients.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. He's going to stick around with the awesome Pink Floyd The Wall shirt, by the way. We're going to go ahead and cut to a quick commercial break. We'll be back for the last segment of this hour. And, of course, one more time, tell them who you are.
Rev Red Green.
Rev Red Green.
Green Mountain Station.
I've got the same hat, by the way, in my car. We're going to be right back after this break. I'm, of course, the doc. We are right here on High Noon. We got guacamole making live in the studio.
Yeah, it's my dispensary. I live right by there.
Oh, okay. See, back when Ren started the dispensary, that's where I never went anywhere else. But matter of fact, do you remember Joe?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Joe and Felicia? I'm going over to their dispensary that they got down on 26th Street. Oh, man. You know, oh, God. What is he?
Conrad?
No, it's Joseph. He's got it under Joseph.
Well, the guy I think of got blonde hair. He used to have long blonde hair. He was a man, Joe Conrad or something like that.
Might be Conrad might be his last name. Hold on, let me look.
If it is, tell him Rev Green was down, and he was
he
part of the reason I
to the
joined
show.
up there, Rocky Road.
You know, what's funny is I think Ren sold it recently.
And then all of a sudden they said, well, so where's Joe? So like, we let it go or whatever. You know, they give
I think they had a problem.
Yeah, they just, you know, see eye to eye, evidently. And then, for whatever reason, but here's my situation. I got bags. I'm trying to get a job in a dispensary or something, doing something. And, when I moved out here, I transferred my job to Wells Fargo. I used to sell home equity in California with Wells Fargo. I worked real estate collections back in Iowa. Moving out here, I was able to transfer a job. And I was making so much money. It's just the meat grinder of that. The bankers and the underwriters, stuff they put you through, you know, you got to call
Joe Fisher.
Okay, different.
Joe Fisher. He's the one who used to manage the one right there on Astrazon, and then they moved it to
Back in 90.
Oh, that's just him saying we're back in 92nd.
All right, yeah, I'm on Austin Bluffs and Academy. Not the one by the.
Okay, so you're at the Rocky Road North.
Not the one by the.
See, I'm over there by the satellite.
Yeah, by airport. My buddy goes right.
They're literally like 2 doors down from the tattoo shop that I work with in sponsorship.
Cool. I got to get some inspo for you.
Oh, I'm telling you, go down to the Living Art Tattoo. Living Art Tattoo. This was all freehand by Nick Anderson.
Nice.
Him or David are the two that I use there. There's other artists there. I've never been tatted by them, so I won't. I won't speak on that. But we're about to eat.
Yeah, guacamole time.
Telling you.
But so I'm just kind of let's just say I don't work for them anymore. But I've kind of been just as Casey says, listen to the show, find a place where you fit in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there are jobs. It's just got to network, and I haven't been networking, and I had some personal things going on in my life where I just.
You're still a better man than me because I still am not one. I don't like to ask anybody for anything, so that kind of sometimes sells me a little short. Kind of that sort of, if I can't do it, then it can't be done by me at least attitude. But that's not the attitude to have at all. Really.
But see, my deal was I got hired out there. I guess I'd be fast.
Like him on Facebook, Mirror
I know
Man.
since we're online now. Because I was listening to the show earlier.
Warm weather is here to stay. Time to stretch
All right.
it between ends. Throttle down. Wild Ride Radio has got your back. And we're talking motorcycles. From tips, trips, laws, events, and rides of the week, we've got the info riders need. We are your dominant source for everything motorcycle. Join me, Dallas Hageman, as we saddle up and ride every weekend.
Person checking out.
Yeah, we got the Rev in the house.
Okay, mics are live.
Yeah, we got the Rev in the house. I'm telling you, we are making guacamole. I'm telling you, go to the K-High page, and there's a link there for the behind the scenes video, live video feed via YouTube. And I am literally squeezing the lime into the guacamole, and then we're gonna mash this sucker up into a guacamole pie. And
awesome.
We're gonna smash this because that's what we do. I mean, I'm not even high right now. Actually, I'm sober as all hell.
Well, I can't thank you for opening up the studio today because I just had a little time and you're like, anybody wants to come down and have some guacamole? And, I'm just amped about this whole station and the K-High message.
I'm telling you, that's how you know I'm really Puerto Rican, because Puerto Ricans be like, hey, look, we cooking some food. Come down, bring your butt down here. we'll sit around, we'll chat, we'll talk, and we'll talk business. Because one thing I've noticed about me and my family is one thing is it's always business. I mean, even when it's pleasure, it's business. We're talking business when we're talking pleasure, because the reality is, guys, is you got to be doing something out there. And one thing I'll say is I'm a huge proponent for people in the marijuana industry. Folks like the gentleman right here with me today. He like you said, I've been in and involved and around this for a long time. I was talking to Joe Putman before the Putman. I'm sorry, there we go. But that's all, folks. But I was talking to Joe before we went live on the show. He'll be on the show next week. And by the way, don't forget your Chula hot sauce in your guacamole, because there's a lot of vinegar and salt in there. And so rather than just add salt, we'll add salt with the hot sauce. Spice it up a little bit rather than using I like to use the Chula hot sauce instead of using the original jalapenos, just because them jalapenos be a little spicy for you folks. I did a cooking show. I really do like a weed cooking show. Bring me on like the Today Show or something, guys. I'm telling you, I need to get a hold of those people, Hoda and them. Bring me on the Today Show. Let's make some guacamole live. And I'll do it, of course, in my cartoon voice. Like, and then you get the guacamole there, honey child, and you stir it all in and stir, fool. But anyway, so
it's smelling good.
I'm telling you, my mouth is literally watering right now. The only thing I didn't do was I didn't do any raw onions, which I would always recommend that. And I didn't do any raw jalapenos because I wasn't sure who was going to stop by. If you're allergic to tomatoes, stay the hell away from guacamole anyway. You can do a tomato-less guacamole, but then I'm just like, why would you? So anyway, you've been somebody who's been in and out and bringing in and out of the industry as far as the medical marijuana industry, the trade itself, and the dispensaries and whatnot.
Well, let's just say I've been in sales and collections since I was 15 years old in the cannabis.
You hear how he says that? Sales and collections.
and as I was telling you, I did work professional collections in real estate for Wells Fargo for 7.5 years.
Oh, that's got to be a job. See, there's certain jobs out there that I wouldn't want. Like, I understand when somebody can't make a car payment, can't make a house payment, stuff like that. I've been there, done that. And so because of that, sometimes I always found it hard, even just to do credit. I did credit card collections for quite some time with First Source right here in town. And one thing I can remember and recall is that sometimes that my boss would be like, you seem like you just didn't have it in you to go for the throat. And I was just like, man, I've been in this guy's shoes. I've had my business fail or not make it the way I wanted my business to make it. And I've been in that position where, you're wondering how the hell you're going to pay the car payment so that you can try even more to get this business to make it. And so knowing that, and then it's a tough pill to swallow when you're in the same boat as the people you're collecting on.
And I was, let me just say that I was modifying my house back in Iowa at the same time I'm collecting people that are getting foreclosed on. And I'm helping them modify too.
And you can relate, and at least you can relate though. Yeah. I mean, you get a lot of these yahoos that are like, there's like nothing worse than the 19-year-old collection agent. You haven't seen anything in the world yet. You have no clue how bad life can get, how rough things can get. You have no concept of the loaded 45 concept, as I like to call it.
Yeah.
And you're out here trying to tell a grown man how to achieve business prosperity through collections, and it's a tough pill to swallow as a business owner. But I mean, I was that young kid doing the collections too at one time, and I know like that is probably the worst job I've ever had. At the same time, it is a necessary evil, because I mean, still you got to pay your bills, you got to get things taken care of. It is the way it is.
But as I was saying, so I was able to when I moved out here to Colorado, I transferred with Wells Fargo. I was a home equity sales representative. California was my region. So basically, the banker would get the application, underwriter would look it over. I would call and close and say, hey, congratulations, you qualified for this and this X amount or whatever, but I'm going to need these documents, and here's the interest rate. Oh, banker told me the interest rate's going to be this. And I said, no, here's the deal, and there was just a lot of back and forth, a lot of internal politics. And as I say, there's a lot of lack of due diligence going on in the banking industry, and it kind of soured me. And I was looking to, I got my badge last April, and I went through a little tragedy, family tragedy through the last year. I really want to talk about it right now.
Fair enough.
People that know me, they know the situation. But
explain it. Do me a favor, because a lot of people don't understand the industry and how it works in Colorado. But explain what a badge is and what it does for you. The difference of badge.
Yeah, I just have the normal badge. I don't have a key badge. It's a support badge, is what it's called, the Marijuana Enforcement Division. And
see, it's regulated here, guys. We don't just do whatever we want. It's not a wild west of weed.
And my thing is, I've passed 2 FBI background checks working for Wells Fargo, and all my courts are all paid up back home and things like that. So, no felonies on my record or anything like that. So I, looked over the requirements going in before I went there to the office and applied. And a lot of times people go and then they find out, hey, I'm not going to qualify because I had this felony or this and that. So, or if your taxes aren't up to date, you got to show your last 2 years income taxes.
I just realized that I made this entire bowl of guacamole. I'm already smashing on it, and I haven't told anybody exactly how to make it.
It's got guacamole, tomatoes.
It's got guacamole. See, that's how you know you're in the West.
Some tortilla.
That's that chula hot sauce. See, instead of using salt and a little bit of vinegar to keep it from turning too brown, what I do is I use a little chula hot sauce because A, it gives it a kick, but B, it adds the salt in there for you, so you're not adding a bunch of raw salt to it or anything like that. But actually, all I did, guys, was take a couple of Roman tomatoes, like 4 avocados, and see, you can sound more Latino when you're making like avocados, avocados and tomatoes, So, and then I got fresh minced garlic that I minced up right here in front of the viewing audience that is on the live video feed. And here, go ahead, grab a chip, man, have some. We're gonna totally munch in your ear. We're gonna break all the rules of radio and crunch and munch in your ear. But and then I just kind of mash it together. Add the chula hot sauce last. It's got a nice little kick to it, no bite though. And of course, if you're wondering why there's a canister of Cafe Bustelo here, it's not that they pay any of my bills. It's that I stand by them. Because whenever you're making Spanish food, always put on a pot of coffee, some good espresso. And the reason why is because when you eat like we eat, you get tired. So you need the espresso to wake you back up. Or when you smoke like we smoke, sometimes you grab that indica instead of sativa, you get tired. So anyway, we are smashing this. And we're probably going to smash this through the break and beyond. I already got the guys next door looking over like, what the heck. Also, I'm going to preview some of my favorite snacks. See, you can't see it in the video feed, but right behind you, there's a counter full of snacks right there. Straight down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And these are just things that I like to munch on when I'm stoned. And I intend on being stoned here towards the end of the show. And so we're going to have some fun. I can't hold this chip any longer with this guacamole. I just want to eat it. You have to talk now.
All right. You're listening to 1580K High. Let'sTalkPod.com with the doc. Making guacamole, bringing it.
Mm-hmm.
Live, Rev
Very
Green.
good guacamole. Thanks again, Ashley Hasbrook, for the recipes.
And you know what? And I really like this choice that you didn't go with any like that sriracha. I don't.
Sriracha is too great with ramen noodles. I love it's more of the Asian style hot sauce. For those of you that don't know what sriracha is, we are totally food. We're going Food Network here. But it is the Asian style hot sauce, guys. Absolutely great stuff, but it's not what you want for Spanish food. Now, I'm sure there's going to be 500 or so Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, and etc. Dominicans that are going to argue this with me because it's a preferential thing. Me personally, I go with the chula hot sauce. Either that one or I can't see Tapio. Yeah. They shut down this place because the hot sauce was so potent that it was making the workers sick. Like, your hot sauce is hot. When people just smell it, they're like, oh, ay, Dios mío, it's so hot. I cannot breathe. Es mucho caliente. That's hot sauce. Let me tell you. But so, again, shout out to all my friends out there that, this recipe kind of came a little bit from like the chula hot sauce. That's me. That's all me. That's my idea. But then, the fresh garlic, the Roman tomatoes as opposed to regular tomatoes, that's Ashley Hasbrook thing. The avocados, that's really just a guacamole thing. And I'm gonna have to have some more of this. I can't sit here and look at this bowl.
All right, let's talkpod.com. That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk
guacamole. And the guacamole. Yeah, so in regards to letstalkpod.com, listening to Casey's show, down at his club A64, it's Club A64. Yeah, downtown. I've been there a couple times.
One downtown.
When I first got to town, I visited there a few times. I think I've been down there for like a year, but I'm gonna go down there tonight because there's a gentleman coming in from Philly, N.A. Poe. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's
Why does that sound familiar?
Yeah. He got arrested back at the Liberty Bell a couple of years ago, and he was on probation for like a year. Couldn't smoke, and he's
for smoking weed.
Yeah, So he's a real outspoken advocate in Philadelphia, N.A. Poe, and he said he's coming to Colorado Springs.
Shout out to Philly. I got listeners in Philly too. Uncle Hector, I love you, man.
So I told
Puerto Rico is deep. You name a city, I got a cousin there.
And last time he was in town was just over the 420 gatherings. He's up in Denver, and then he came down to the Springs, and I wasn't able to get down there to the club or whatever. But he said he was going to be down there tonight at 7. I said, well, I'm going to make it a point to smoke with you this time.
Well, you know what?
Because we've been a long time Facebook friends. You know how it is when you be Facebook friends with people, then you want to meet up with them.
Yeah, anybody who I haven't met on Facebook, come down and meet me tonight. Matter of fact, I'll be at Blondie's doing the Corona Bikini Girls contest, but I may just swing by. There? Yeah, it's at Blondie's tonight. I may just swing by the A64 with you and check that out. We're going to go to a quick commercial break here. Again, you're on K-High. Oh, go ahead, send us off.
LetsTalkPod.com, K-High.
High Noon with the Doc. Eating guacamole.
This is K-High 1580, the world's first station.
You know what I mean? Right. Things like that, So, and I sold my skills. No, and cannabis knowledge and medical marijuana actually is just that. So, get called, 26 hours a week. Yeah, okay, I'll take it. I was out in Manitou Springs, I can make it. I'm on the bus, I can still make it.
Commute it, yeah.
I was going to make it work. You know what I mean? I just wanted the job. In the pop business, that was legit. Because here in the Springs,
oh, man, I ain't trying to deal with these super clowns.
Best price came from Vivint, the with the Consumer's Digest Best Buy. Yes, Vivint is.
Oh, yeah, we got a full studio today. Boom. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Rev Green.
These are my legal boys. I love that legal. I've been talking all about that Pueblo legal. He said I brought my own headphones. Hey, y'all don't forget about me. Yeah, you get to be main mic today, brother. Oh, you got the main mic. I don't want no main mic. You ain't no main chick.
Yeah, so basically, by the time they actually opened the place, 2 days training. Good work.
Oh, get in this. Y'all know y'all Mexican. if you live in Pueblo, you are part Mexican.
So they're going to give you the positions, and then they were going to rotate out as you train you.
Okay.
They hired, my position was on the register, ring it up, filling orders, as they came in, being nice, smile on my face, all that good shit.
That guy.
Yeah, but I'm willing to learn and everything. And that was all going smooth, and then Easter Sunday, this chick I get a ride home from sometimes. This Holly chick sent me a text message. She'd be there at 11, like 4:11. She goes, "Well, nice meeting you. I just got fired." I'm like, "For what?"
The chick was just an interview?
No. She was a coworker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was hired at the same time as me. You know what I mean? But she, like I said, she'd be there at 11 and text me. I said, "For what reason I didn't fit in?" She said, "I go in for my shift at 3:30, same bullshit. Jen calls me back there. Oh, yeah." I said, "Was my drawer ever short?" No. Did I always have a smile on my face? Yes. You get your check on Tuesday.
It's Munchy Wednesdays, guys.
I was like, "You want your store shirts back?" She's like, "Need my check?" "No, you can keep them." I was like, "I think I'm gonna represent this place." You know what I mean? It's like,
that's one thing about this business is that you can't rub wrong elbows the wrong way with people, because these people, they're gonna remember you and you're gonna remember them, and if that relationship sours either way, people forget that quick. Or remember that.
They were coming down to Denver with their store Denver. You got that second store in Manitou Springs, and I'm all excited, thinking, "Oh, I'll be ground floor, starting with them, and blah blah blah." Never late, always on time, always a smile on my face.
I'll definitely take a picture of it.
Hey, home base. I got a couple of guys in the studio, so I've got all 4 mics mic'd up. If you want, swing around over here to the blue mic, and then that way, and you got the red mic. I got this mic, so it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 up. I think we need to just do an audio check on 3 and 4. Check.
Okay, just say count to 5, please.
Count to 5 on number 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, that could come up. It doesn't. It sounds like it might be off.
It says it's on, so that's weird.
Okay, so then just turn him up then.
Talking to there? Okay. You know what? We're gonna do this. Here we go. I got a plan. Try that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We got them. We're gonna have you two share.
I swear I had something for this. Hey, the Weed Talk Station.
There we go. So just like if you want, just lean in.
All right.
I think we're coming back right now. Yep. Oh, hold on. He didn't say we was live. I just want to point that out to my guys back at the home base. I'm like, I know the music is winding down, so we must be turned up, but all the way turned up. So got some of my legal players up in here from Huelo in the house.
Huelo County.
We got Hashish House up in the studio with us now.
What up?
And we got a full house today, guys. I mean, we got food, we got snacks. It's Munchie Wednesday. I'm telling you, we are excited as always to have you guys up in here. Did you guys bring weed?
Yeah.
I get like a little, what's that? The Hunchback of Notre Dame's weed. It's like my precious.
Yeah, we brought.
I've got a bunch of stops today. I just might have to come down and see you guys this afternoon. I got a bunch of stops out, and I got to go see Joe a bit above OCC at that's 26th in Colorado, down in Old Colorado City. Got to stop by Mary Meds, and we might just have to make a trip to Pueblo. I'll tell you guys what I need for that, and that's actually a whole lot of nothing. So you'll like that. But I want to come down there and just check out the shop. I mean, I want to walk into the legal.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's pretty awesome. It's a lot different than most.
Yeah, I mean, so again, for those listeners who weren't here last week when you guys were here, talk a little bit about what you guys got going on down in Pueblo, because like I said, it's a little bit different than here.
It is.
A lot of bit different, actually.
We're a majority recreational county, so we don't have a lot of medical. We have more recreational. Especially with ours, we have a really opening, welcoming atmosphere.
No waiting
room. You get your ID checked one time. If you're good to go, you're good to go. You walk in. You see the scene. You get to walk around. You get to check it out. You get the full experience. You don't get shoved off into a waiting room.
It does seem a lot like going to your drug dealer's house back in the day. Yeah. You're like, hey, you gotta wait out here while I go in.
Yeah, exactly. No shadiness. Just straight welcoming. All the bud tenders down there. Lisa, Drew, Rambo, John,
shout out time.
James.
Y'all better have the radio on for
everybody down there. The bud tenders are awesome.
The bosses don't matter.
Look, look at what he shows up with. He's got
Chris.
Beats Audio. He showed up and he showed out on us. That's messed up.
Yeah.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. Chip.
You like a spider monkey.
Yeah.
Well, it's Munchie Wednesday, so I think that collectively here, there's 4 of us here who can absolutely speak on weed munchies. But this is when I went to the store. Mind you, I was high.
You got oatmeal there.
Hey, you got a box of oatmeal variety pack. You ain't holding it down, dog. Hey, yeah, we do. We got the banana creme, the blueberry creme, the strawberry creme, strawberry. You gotta say that one. You gotta go straight, like south of the Mason-Dixon, east of the Mississippi. Hey, we got strawberries up in here, son. But we got the apple pie. We got right here. If you don't have the Hostess cupcakes, you are not a true pothead. This is the real deal here. This is right up here with the strawberry shortcake rolls. So we got some homemade guacamole, which is cool because what better than to have my Mexicano Juanjo come out. And then we got the guacamole made. By the way, guys, try that out to make.
I got down on it already. I've been already getting down on it. Yeah.
I'm telling you now, I'm gonna blow your mind. It was a white girl that gave me the recipe.
I believe you. I definitely believe that.
She's
from
actually Ashley has a really close friend of mine. She's originally from Scottsdale, Arizona. So I would tell everybody, if you're from Arizona, you're Mexican. I'm Puerto Rican. My whole Puerto Rican family's like, oh, you're just a Mexican.
No, it's different.
I'm like, no, it's different.
No, it's different.
Our empanadas are not dessert, damn it.
They're stuck with meat.
They're stuck with meat in my mouth.
We ain't little no more.
Oh, and of course, Mio, because when you're high, you don't want plain water.
No.
You gotta have something good. Or you put this in your bong water.
Yeah.
I've heard of people put it, although I don't know why, but I mean, it sounds fun. I'll try anything once.
Yeah.
Just ask that chick name. You can only get away with this with a studio full of dudes, just so you know. So anyway, so we got the Hashish House. It's more like an environment. I'm going to call it what I see. And again, I haven't been there. I want to go down today, actually. Or if not today, I'll be down tomorrow. But I'm definitely thinking today is the day. As long as I get back for the Corona Girls contest at Blondie's, I don't care.
You might want to do that.
Dude, I've got pictures from the last 8 rounds. Let's just say that I have a collection. I'm a collector of photos. I didn't say that without sounding like a perv. I'm sorry.
That's not exactly what that sounds like.
It is what it sounds like, people. Damn it, the hell with it. No denying here.
None.
So to me, it sounds more like the speakeasy, only it's where you buy pot.
Exactly.
It's more like a chill environment. You can kind of sit down for a second. You can check out. I know you guys got the hookahs. I'm a huge fan of this.
Yeah.
Do you have a hookah that's actually going?
No, we wish we could. But
It's against the rules, dude. Okay, so back door. We're going out back. I want some hashish.
Are there some smoke clubs,
Yeah, are there?
There's one. Cloud9 was running.
The Cloud9 is still here. Yeah, my man, Trey. Boy, Trey, shout out to Cloud9, man. I love you guys. What are they? 4 something Santa Fe 400.
Right by the Wendy's.
I mean, right by the Wendy's.
You go down by the Wendy's.
Take a turn by the Wendy's.
It's right across the street from the Elks Club.
You go down to Santa Fe, across the street from the Elks Club, eh? That is Pueblo direction.
Exactly, man. But no, I haven't heard that they've been. I know they do the hookah down there. They did the dab events for a while, but
yeah, when I was going down there, they had the dab. You'd walk in and get booted out.
I don't know. There was one trying to go up, and it didn't get passed.
I think the cops are kind of against that.
Oh, boo! Hello, Popo, stop
I
it!
know. They're more for the. You can sell your weed and you can smoke it in your house.
They're like, you can sell your weed, keep it to your goddamn self, son, bitches.
Go to your goddamn house and smoke it.
God dang it, Bobby! I'll hug you, but you're my son.
Yeah, come on, man.
Peggy,
come on by. So at 4:28.
I'll sell weed and weed accessories.
Yeah.
I do not smoke or hell. I'll sell it.
I'll sell it. On that train, I'll propane.
You don't make me speak while you on the mic.
Bastard gas. No, I just smoke the hash that comes out from it.
Yeah, but that's
the
Hank Hill calls it. Yeah, Hank Hill calls it that.
Oh yeah, he does call it
Butane.
the bastard gas.
The bastard gas. Oh, so you do smoke the bastard gas goo?
I smoke it after it's all.
I call it the bastard gas goo.
All shattery.
Oh no! Don't break those.
We got a man down.
Are those pugs?
No.
Are they
the old school? Yeah, I remember the pugs.
I like the Ray-Ban looking pugs. Just that's kind of my sunglass fit right there. Just Wolfman Jack, man, the greatest DJ ever.
As long as they're free. That's all that matters to me. Mine were
if
free.
you know Pookie and Ray Ray, Yoga sunglasses.
I know a chick who sells that same carpet down the street. Know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I know her. I know who you're talking about.
Oh my god. As always, fun with these guys. we just laugh. I mean, so snacks. What's your favorite snack when you're faded, and you gotta munch?
I gave a big shout out to the goldfish last time. I'm all about the goldfish.
Digging deep there, huh?
I've been going with waffles, man. The frozen waffles have just been for some reason killing
you
it.
can't
for
even
me
wait till
lately.
it's toasty, huh?
I'm just sitting there.
Squishy, and you can fold it like a taco.
I can just feel it with my eyes. You're ready. I want you right now.
I'm high fucking head right now. It's my shit.
This is me. The worst is because it has 2 slots for just 2 waffles. You know, I need that.
Yeah,
4.
that's what you think
the
about.
4 station one, because I have to pop it out and then put the 2 in and be like, all right.
Because you can't stop at just 2. This is not a Lay's potato chip, goddamn.
No. You can't gotta go with an even number because you can't leave that last just one waffle in the box for whoever goes and gets it. You know?
Well, I do. That way somebody can't blame me though. You know, they're like, well, you ate all the waffles. The hell I did. There's one in the fucking refrigerator. You idiot.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's hogwash.
That's hogwash.
All right, Randy, what's your favorite snack?
Chili cheese Fritos.
Oh, wait. Now, do you put the liquid cheese and the chili on them too?
Just the chili cheese Fritos in the bag, or cheeses.
I call them the loaded
or cheeses.
the loaded chili cheese Fritos.
Dip with those Frito chips.
Oh, the bean dip, the jalapeno bean dip. Oh,
I never got into that, man.
You never got into it? Okay, well, judging by your stature, what did you get into?
Fruit snacks, man.
Fruit snacks.
It's actually a chef, too.
This one? See, I used to be a sous chef myself, actually.
I'm sure he can still cook.
Well, you know, it's like riding a bike. You never really forget. You might forget how much time it takes to finish a roast, but you never really forget how to throw down. Like I was in here getting it with the knife, and I'm like, sorry everybody out there for the banging, but this is required. Banging and playing. Hey, you make guacamole like you make babies. Banging and playing. And why do we make guacamole? And we make babies, and we make it the same way.
Like the banging and playing.
Oh,
what about you? What about you? Your favorite?
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now. I get it right here. The hostess, man. Bam! I will rep hostess without them paying me all day. All day. It's kind of like you guys, man. I was like, they don't really got to pay because they got the legal.
Oh yeah.
You know, people have asked me out on the street about you guys and this whole legal thing, and because I was like, well, when medical became legal. Everybody was calling it legal. They're like, "What you got that legal?" And I was like, "I got that legal." And then when the recreational law passed, it was like, "What you got?" And I was like, weed. So I dubbed the name Legal for like what you guys got going on in Pueblo and what the atrocious government here in Colorado Springs and El Paso County has done to prevent us. Disclaimer. Ding. But anyway, you know, I call it here the legal medical because you got to have a red card to get, you know, the legal good stuff here. Now, unless you know Pookie and Ray, will you shout out again? Shout out to the hood, Pine Creek Apartments.
Too much.
Too much.
I know what you're talking about.
Hey, I got fam up in there, son.
I know what you're talking about, son.
As a matter of fact, we're gonna have Chucky T come through later on in the show. Probably the last segment, he'll be up here, and he's gonna be coming through just to talk to us about what's the beat about weed on the street. How much is it really costing people when they don't have the legal of Pueblo or the red card of the Springs? So we're gonna get into a little bit of that kind of that diverse. Funny thing is where you guys are from. Not that I know much about this, but I heard that that is where the Mexicanos is bringing weed into the country long time ago, and it's the brick weed, and it's funny because now you see that trade fall off, that black market trade fall off because your government has essentially said, man, we don't care about your black market weed no more. We're just gonna make it to where we don't have to worry about you. So I mean, inadvertently, is this really helping somewhat fight crime? I guess. It's weed fighting crime.
It really is. No, it's very Superman.
It's very Superman.
The only thing that sucks about it is
you know I'm hired for a co-host, right?
You don't want to talk to you. You know what you're talking.
You bring a resume.
I don't need one. My record's impeccable.
My record is not. Just don't.
Not that record. We ain't talking about that record. No. We're talking about my marijuana record. That's impeccable. But no, I feel like it's either forced people to kind of buy it through the shops, and I also feel like it's made like the home growers step it up. They have to step it up, and
if you're selling it in your house, man, you better have some.
You better have that fire. You better.
When you bring me this brown dingy stuff with these brown hairs on them, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go down to the shop and see my boys because this is not dank.
Okay, a little bit more for a little better quality.
What's a good word? Wank. This is wank. Whack weed. That's whack dang, son. What the hell is this, Bobby? Bobby? God damn it, Bobby. I would hug you, but you are not my son today.
Hey, your boy's doing it again.
We can do the whole segment to sound like
that. Where is that dude? Where is he? I need to know the person who does that.
The guy who does the voice of Hank Hill. I want to give you guys some insight into this. I want you to think back to Beavis and Butthead.
Is it really?
Remember the trailer?
Trailer guy.
The trailer
yeah.
guy? Trailer guy is Hank Hill.
No,
All day.
yeah.
It's the same dude, man. Same dude. If trailer guy listens to us, we're just gonna call him trailer guy / Hank Hill. Please call the show.
Make my day.
719-591. Kush, hey, the hell with it. Even if you're not trailer guy / Hank Hill, if you can sound enough like him that we're fooled, call the damn show. It's right behind you. If you see a little red light flash right there on that board, that means we got a phone call. Just hit the red button and they'll be right on the live with us. And thankfully, we don't have to prep them like, hey, don't cuss, don't do this, don't get us lose our license. Fortunately, we're on the internet, so we can pretty much do what the hell we want. Did you guys hear? Did you listen to the show when I had Leslie? It was Friday. Leslie dropped her F-bomb.
No.
Oh, it's epic. She's like,
she stretched it out.
How do you feel? I feel like Tom Brokaw. How do you feel? What happened? What was the outcome? She's like, I feel dirty.
I feel like I just punished the whole interweb.
The whole web.
Even though there's far worse stuff.
There's far worse stuff that's been in our mouths. 719-591-KUSH or 719-591-5874.
Call me.
Call me now.
Call me.
Call me dear. Miss Calillo.
Tell mommy we miss her cookie.
See, look, they leave Pueblo and all of a sudden they become more Mexican.
That's it.
And they miss cookie. Like, more sopa, yes, please. Carla, tell her the taco might be coming. We need some tortillas and some empanadas.
Stupid, you're stupid.
You're stupid,
Don't call me stupid.
Yes, stupid. You stupid.
You're stupid.
I tell people, that's how you knew I grew up around Mexicans, not Puerto Ricans. Because I had my Puerto Rican family, but I grew up around Mexicans down in the barrio in Phoenix. And I'm telling you, I can impersonate the Mexicano like you'll never believe.
Yeah, the best one.
So I'm excited. I'm a Chucky T from the projects. We're gonna have to I know you're listening right now because you're gonna be up here pretty soon, but we're gonna have to make a trip to the legal land.
Yeah.
It's like I just envision rolling down I-25, and as you see the sign that says, "Well, bright green emeralds," lights just go legal.
Yeah, right when you're pointing to Pueblo West. It's Pueblo West, not Pueblo
I know how to get there too, because you got to take that one road, and then you check Abrigando, and you get on Abrigando, and then you go to McClellan. I really don't know my way around. I just know I used to date a chick that lived on 4th and Abrigando. All right, that loafing jug, I could walk there from her front door, and the guy in there will be like, "Hey,
Betty's burrito.
Did you hear for that coffee or what?"
Yeah.
No. The solar coffee place. That is my quan, man. I'm telling you, I'll probably end up stopping there on my way down there, or on my way out because, man, that is good coffee.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It is the Starbucks of Pueblo.
Definitely.
If I can go that far. Okay, fine. It is not the Starbucks of Pueblo.
It's better than Starbucks.
It is absolutely. Awesome. Shout out to I'm not gonna use her last name, but shout out to Michelle for down there. That's like saying shout out to everybody probably knows what I'm talking about already. Like, hey, we know the Michelle you talking about.
We're gonna see her at Walmart later.
We're gonna see her at the Walmart.
She's gonna be at the Walmart.
Hey, if we don't see her at the Walmart, we're gonna see her at the Pueblo Mall.
The Sonics.
The Pueblo Mall is one horseshoe, just like your prison in Phoenix. They say.
Oh yeah. Walk around.
Oh, I'm telling you, I like it. But I'll tell people that being from a big city and being from that where like I don't even know my neighbors in Phoenix. Seriously, it's like that bad. And then somewhere like Colorado Springs or Pueblo, for a guy like me, it's a positive change. I don't miss not knowing my neighbors. I don't miss not knowing who the hell lives around me.
Exactly.
I don't miss the 2 white guys who came out with a Tech 9 one time and just started blasting on somebody. We thought they were just goody college kids. Turns out they was gangsters from Detroit. Yeah. You want to talk about 8 Mile? They was from about 11th mile out because they was really about it. We're from 1 mile, bruh.
We're from 1. You can't even make it past.
You can't even make it past us. 8 Mile, you ain't never gonna meet M&M's. But no, so it's for me. It's I like Pueblo. I really do. I'd say downside was not working out with the chick I was dating, because I'd probably stayed in Pueblo for a long time. I mean, I was on the college radio station back then, and so in Pueblo I was broadcast on 90. I think it was 95.1.
95.1.
Yeah, it was 95.1 in Pueblo and 89.7 up here in the Springs. And I was going to move down and broadcast out of the station down there just so I wouldn't have to make the trip every day to be at the station for the college I really enjoyed it down there. I like it down there. That's just like, man, I need to go to Juelo one time and got tortillas.
I liked it. I don't mind it.
No,
I've
I mean,
lived in Denver.
a lot of
big places.
and a lot of people that lived in big places, they go down there, they go, man, you know, this place ain't that bad. And I mean, for me, I'm going, ain't that bad, man. It's quiet for the most part. I mean, you know, Friday, everybody gets all the way turned up. That's because, you know, Latinos, man, we know how to party. If there's a reason to party, they'll be like, hey, Juanito got an A on his report card today. Fiesta, motherfucker!
You do, especially it's graduation time too. So,
oh man,
you know the high school graduation parties are the.
They've been going crazy around.
You know what? That's where all the vatos be like,
Oh
hey,
yeah,
you old enough now.
Shoot, I remember. I love those days, man. I remember
The first
I got a
few years
grin on my
before and
face
the
right
first
now.
few years after high school.
Shout out to a few of my ex-girlfriends.
Holla.
Graduation parties, man.
Man, I was showing up. I was already making a name for myself in the music industry down in Phoenix. So I was like getting invited for like you know to perform at different places and stuff like that. And so I've been to a few of them right after high school too. And shout out to the ex-girlfriends. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, well, we're gonna be right back after the break. We've got Hashish House where we are doing it. Pueblo legal. High noon, the doc. Under pressure. He's not gonna let that Vanilla Ice Tea go since I was talking about it. I'm telling you, Vanilla Ice Tea. Under pressure slash Vanilla Ice Tea. Somebody needs to do a remake right now.
I saw a video the other day, or it was like a video, a Vine video that said that.
I swear, we emptied all my snacks.
I said ice.
Because I'm gonna leave you.
It says Vanilla Ice is still a better rapper than
and yet, completely true.
During the 60s and at any time in history when Americans have reestablished their freedom. You'll hear all of that and even funny stoners. This is K-High, the weed talk station.
Hey, Doc, you mentioned you were going to have a conversation about street marijuana, street weed, what's available and what's not available.
Yeah, I was hoping that Chuck shows up on
Did
time.
you see that cannabis boom earlier this year?
No, what's that?
It was on CNBC. You guys see that?
Oh, a little bit.
Well, there was a part where this dude,
This is made by Mexicans. Mijo.
He's a veteran. He's a veteran.
Mijo, you stupid bitch.
He's a veteran here in Colorado Springs, right? And he was working with CNBC and they're profiling people or whatever. And
I've been profiled mostly by the police.
but they were wanting to generate stories. You know, they were all over Colorado. They were up because my friend Thurlow and Isaac and stuff. You know, they were all up there and stuff. And the next thing, my friend, he's like a veteran. He's a caregiver and this and that. And they post on Facebook and said, "Hey, man, why don't you for a black duck market deal for CNBC?" And I'd give you a couple grams of weed and whatever. It was all staged, you know what I mean? But it was just for the show, just to show that, you know, I was meeting him as a private caregiver after hours. And so I had the red card.
You got set up.
No, I said.
I was like, is this a story where you get set up?
No,
I'm not crying.
you can do it up on YouTube. CNBC Cannabis Blues, man. Ray Green.
Make sure we type that in before you go, and I'm gonna pull it up now. I can share with you listeners and whatnot. Because that's okay. So anyway, go ahead.
So basically,
you're leading, by the way, when we come back with this story. So you have to tell it again.
All right.
I ain't telling you shit then. I gotta tell it again.
So, it's kind of staged, that I was meeting him as a patient after hours because you know the options as a marijuana patient in Colorado. You can go to the dispensary, you can grow it yourself, you can get it from a caregiver friend, another patient gifted to you.
Yeah.
So after hours.
And when you say gifted, you mean leave $45 on the
counter? Among friends,
That's how prostitution works. I'm gonna gift you this pussy.
Well, among friends and among people that have abundance of quantities of marijuana or something, they're generous.
That's why Hashish House has
especially if you've been generous before to that friend
that speak from personal
previously.
experience
Kind of
and
that
customer
coming back
feedback.
and right.
Quality selection and customer
But
service
anyway,
is what
so-
sets them apart from
You're
the rest
leading
of
up
the crowd. Located at 428 South McCullough Boulevard. You can give them a call at 719-547-1009 or check them out on PuebloDispensary.com.
How much weed talk could we talk if we talk weed talk good? Find out on K-High, the weed talk
Right along
station.
with all the fatty food. Okay, we're coming back. I like this jingle.
At the bot.
You can chew, you can really
Oh, yeah.
All right.
We are back.
Let's talk pod.com. Okay, hi. Reverend Green here with the doc. Let me into the studio eating his guacamole.
Munchie Wednesdays.
Oh,
Hey,
it
what's
looks
a
like-
better time to make guacamole than to have our boys from Hello.
And the guys from the Hash House in Pueblo. Nice meeting you guys. Awesome. Sweet. Now, he had a little discussion. He wanted to talk about, marijuana on the street here in the Springs or in Colorado, and different availabilities. So I brought it up that I said, hey, did you see that on CNBC earlier this year, the cannabis boom? And everybody's like, well, a little bit of it. I was like, I was on it.
That's how you know I'm Latino.
I was on it. I did a black market deal in a parking lot on CNBC, and you can pull it up on YouTube. You could just go to YouTube, CNBC Cannabis Boom, and there's the part where I meet a caregiver in the parking lot up outside the fitness place up there in Austin Bluff.
As bad as it sounds.
Right. It was all exactly. It was a parking lot deal. How you doing or whatever. We had it prearranged to where I was going to meet him, and walked up. I said, "Hey, how's it going?" Did the old customary handshake, just like I did 1,000 times before in the
Just
black
like we all
market
have,
world.
that dirty handshake.
Yeah. The first handshake to hey, what's up? And the second handshake, to make the exchange. So I kind of we had it set up to where I was like, well, I'll meet you in the parking lot, this and that, and made the exchange, and then so Ray Green is my Rev Ray Green. That's kind of my stage name, surname, or whatever. I'm Ray Lakers.
Surname. Hey, I like how he uses weed as a surname. If I was meeting the Queen of England, man, she's gonna call me Rev Green.
Yeah. I'm Reverend Ray Green. I'm on this radio station helping healing the nation.
Hail to the Queen, just I'm down.
So
Yeah, where's she
feel the
at?
vibration.
Why can't she needs to come out here. Colorado. Where are you at, Queen?
Yeah, no, right?
Hey,
I heard she had
I
got
remember
for
Get
menstruals.
Get that legal tea.
Wasn't it last year? I want to say I almost want to say it was an election year, but was it last year or the year before that the one of the princes was actually out here at the Air Force Academy for something?
Probably.
If I remember right, it's been a while. I mean, as always, anybody who's listening who wants to be that dick, go ahead and check my facts and then throw it in my face. But otherwise, I'm pretty sure it was last year or the year before last. It was an election year almost, I want to say. And one of the princes was out here or something like that. Prince is, not princesses.
Not the symbol, though.
Not the symbol, no. The formerly known guy. I like that guy, though. Purple Rain's the shit. That's my song.
So, I appeared on this CNBC Cannabis Boom, and we just did a black market deal to show how a caregiver could provide to somebody that has a medical condition. He's a veteran, and as the law goes, there's a lot of gifting and reimbursement.
I'm gonna buy you a gift today.
The guy
hamburger from Popeye. I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a cheeseburger today.
The reimbursement or the donation, and just being able to speak that language when you make that transaction.
The same language prostitution speaks. Leave a donation on the dresser.
But so then after we did it, I just walked away and went to King Supers, and then the reporter chased me down. She's like, Ray. She's like, will you talk to us out in the parking lot, and this and that. And so I went out and did a quick interview with her, and as I was explaining to you, as a patient, I do have multiple sclerosis, and I thank God for my health and that I am on my feet, because there are people that aren't as fortunate as I am that have a severe condition.
Hey, thanks God for weed.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
I put my faith in God's medicine.
Hey, it's natural. I don't care what you believe. It comes from the earth either way.
Yep. And so, as a patient, you have the four options. You have your medical card.
Yep.
You have the caregiver friend that grows for you, that you make, compensation to for their costs of growing it. And then, as I was saying, you can have it donated to you, from another patient.
Well, let's not forget the Hashish House, who has now created like the fifth element. It's the fifth option.
Right. It is
legal.
Exactly.
Buffalo has the fifth element.
And if you're an out-of-state patient visiting, me here in Colorado Springs, I'll be more than happy to take you down to the hash house and introduce you to these guys. And I'm sure they got some amazing product there. I'm really looking forward to
We
checking
honor
it out.
medical cards too, so if you can't make it to your shop, we'll give you 20% off.
20%. Oh, look at that.
So if you have your red card,
Veterans too, we get
that
15% for veterans.
Hold on, let me find that ID and that other ID. Can we stack these discounts?
and you guys do specials that are somewhat reasonable too.
We do a lot of specials actually. Yeah, we have one for Memorial Day. We have one for every holiday. We're becoming.
They're like a car dealership.
We're gonna be bringing.
Whoa!
Say, what?
Are we talking Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, right.
I can totally buy into that one.
Saturday Night Live.
Come on.
I just feel myself with big lapels and
remote.
You can tell by the way I walk that I'm a shattered man.
Yeah, man, we do a lot of different things. We do a lot
Mr.
of
Volta when you need 'em.
donations too. People come to us for donations for people that need help for medical.
Right.
We do personal donations to them if we can.
Excellent.
Yeah, we definitely help with the community as much as possible. So,
And that's what
bring them on in.
Oddly overlooked quite often. The amount of God, just all the stuff we do for the community. And I say we too, as myself too, is just constantly, this is out and about on our own time, on our own dime, just helping out the community in different ways. I mean, like, it's not always about weed either. Like I tell people all the time, I'm high as shit when I coach your kid in football. And guess what? I won a national title, so kiss my butt. You know what I mean? And I was high as shit when I won the national title. And I'm sure that the organizational heads wouldn't be too happy to hear that. But life's a biatch. I mean, it is what it is. But because I'm telling you, if you can get 23, 24, 5 to 7 year old boys to do what you want without being stoned and not get mad, then you tell me how to do it. Because I went to practice unstoned and we ran lines. And that ain't no coke joke. I want you to run 50 to 50 until I'm tired of watching you run 50 to 50 because I'm sober.
And then you're going to run 25 to 25 just because I said so.
Because you can't count to 50. Damn it, you're 5.
You simple boy.
So I mean, we all get back in our own ways, and I don't think a lot of people out there, especially when you get outside of Colorado and you get to like places like they listen to us, like I said, like the Puerto Ricos, the Panamas, outside of the country, and then outside of the states, like like
Iowa.
Dana down.
Iowa.
I got to show you guys a picture of Dana down at the beach. By the way, it's my little boo thing in Florida, man. I'm telling you. Wait.
He's like,
I can see her blushing right now because I know she's listening to the show. Matter of fact, that's gonna go ding in a second. I promise you. It's like
yeah.
But anyway, but I mean, even people in Florida are at awe by us when she tells me all the time about when she talks to people about weed out there. It's such a different conversation. And then like my friend Candace out in California, the conversation is very open like it is here. And like the feedback I get from the two of them are entirely different. And the conversations are entirely different. And then you talk to like the fam out in Philly and New York and like, we don't know nothing about no stinking weed. You're like, dude, you were smoking a joint when you said that.
Yeah.
So it's very different culture. And then, you get out here and it's like, it's like a Hippieville, man. I love it. It's like, man, I'm going to smoke some weed, and then I'm going to go coach football, and then I'm going to go hang out over here, and then I'm going to go do this.
White water rafting.
Biking.
Biking. Oh, my God.
I may be the only person to this day that I know of, at least, that's walked. Let's just validate. Let's validate.
It has been confirmed.
Is that
it? There it is. Judging by the smile,
and there it is. I called that one. But no, I mean, I'm the only person I personally know, and I'm sure there's others who have done it. But I personally have walked halfway up the incline, sat down, made sure no kids were around or nothing like that, because I got respect for it.
Absolutely.
And no kids around, just a dog. He wants to get high too, so I was like, fuck it.
Chico wants to get high.
Hey, puedo, come here, papi. But I sat down, I smoked a bowl. It was actually a bowl, but I smoked a bowl, and about halfway up, I was faded, dude. Let me tell you something. As the air
3.5
gets rare,
hours.
holy shit.
3.5 hours to hit that motherfucker.
Oh no, I'd go up that in about an hour, man. I get. I look at the top and I think, fuck you, you're not gonna beat me.
That was my challenge. Every day I'd be walking to Wells Fargo to work, I'd look up there to the mountain.
It could be worse. It could be that.
No, I'd be like, I can do that. You know what I mean? It's MS. I'm like, that was kind of a goal for me. To like, So I went and did it last summer.
We gotta get a something. I don't know what we can dedicate MS anything. I don't care what the reasoning behind it is, but just to stay fit and healthy while you're high, kind of thing. Because I know a lot of the proverbial statement towards the high people is that you're just constantly you smoke pot, you sit around, you play video games, and you get fat.
Right.
Well, that might be half true.
I'm just fat anyway.
It's like don't judge my weight by my weight.
That's the naturally big.
I think that's a big contradiction. Actually.
Absolutely, it's a
I know
fallacy.
people out on the East Coast that my dude Mike. Shout out to Mike out in DC. He does personal training. He says they're so big on the hash oil vape cartridges out there because it's
cleaner.
healthy,
Yeah.
it's cleaner, and they get the effects that they want to get from it, and they're not smoking.
Excuse the
so
slight
they
hum, but
do
we
it.
need some AC up, and there's 4 stinky, sweaty guys up in this
Yeah.
studio. For all you ladies out there, we got a calendar coming out.
Get ready for that.
You don't want to see Big Sexy on Big Sexy for the December issue. I'm telling you, just cover me in shatter and call me Sticky Baby.
Exactly.
I'm April Sticky Baby.
I think that'd be great for an incline, an annual incline thing. MS would be good.
Yeah, that would actually
because that's mobility.
Absolutely.
With the gentleman that's doing the benefit for here in the Springs, he had a severe MS attack where it's really restricted his ability to walk.
Wow.
Right. And we could try to, get some people that, as dispensaries should be.
Oh,
able to
yeah,
sponsor.
Yeah, we can get some sponsors. Hey, I'm telling you, if you're out there and you listen and you guys are interested in doing this, I really want
Today's actually National MS Day.
It's National MS Day.
I remember that seen on Facebook.
I'm thinking, August when it's hotter than hell, you're gonna have the most benefit as far as for me, it's gonna be a physical thing. So the most benefit, you're gonna burn the most calories from the heat. I say sometime in August, we go kick that incline's ass, and we get some sponsors to back it up.
August 5th.
I think we could probably get away easily with like a $3 to $5 registration fee. We could probably get a T-shirt maker to throw you a T-shirt or a towel or something. We'll figure it out. I got one in mind. But let's get this organized and let's put this together because I really would like to just attack the incline, show a little love, and also raise a little bit of money for something.
Yeah.
I mean, MS is like a huge deal. I mean, I never knew how much marijuana could affect somebody's medical condition. And so I saw myself sober and high, and I was like, holy shit, I'm not as tolerable when I'm high. But then I saw a guy who couldn't even talk. Like, he literally could not speak. His seizures were so bad, he couldn't speak. And I was watching this on TV, and it just completely compelling moment of my life when I said, whoa, weed is awesome. Because he smoked a bowl of pot, and then he was like, yeah, so, quite frankly, whenever I smoke weed, I was just like, holy shit, what happened to the guy who was twitching? You know what I'm talking about? I think it was on the Union, wasn't it?
It was like instantaneous.
I mean, literally, he hit the freaking pipe, and he turned into freaking Dr. Hyde. Or Mr. Jekyll, or whatever one's the good one. We don't know. Nobody knows. It's like Hulk. You kind of wonder, is it the guy who becomes Hulk, or is it the Hulk? Which one is the good guy? But no, seriously, I mean, it blew my mind. I was just like, wow, like taken back. My brother, who has muscular dystrophy, funny enough, MD, he's my little brother, my stepbrother. His dad's been my dad for the bulk of my life, and so we don't distinguish the difference, when it comes out. But just so people know, he's like, I don't have any real biological brothers. I am an only son to my mom, but to my mom, JJ, that I would really have to want to talk about that on air today. But outside of that, yes, I have 3 stepbrothers, 2 with my stepdad, 1 with my stepmom's side of the family, and from La Junta is my stepbrother. Shout out to Cody out there in La Junta, Dakota, Vale/Claudio, because you still a CLAUDI izzle nizzle. But just seeing my brother James deal with the muscular dystrophy. We used to have to massage his hands would like cramp up so tight that he literally, if you got your finger in there, you could break your freaking hand. I mean, literally could break your hand. And you'd have to massage his hands out, his feet. I see that 20, 30 surgeries. And I can only imagine, he's already a goofy little son of a bitch. But I can only imagine him being able to, just those muscles maybe relaxed because his brain is mentally able to relax. And it's some of the things and the benefits. And I know his real mom would be totally against it. My mom would be a skeptic, and me, I'd be like, come on, man, let me smoke some weed. I'm the older cool brother. I have to be. I will hold that role until I die. but just I would love to see the effects of marijuana with him. But of course, he's in Arizona where it's still a little taboo, and I don't see that change coming as quickly as I'd like to.
You know what kind of farms they got him on? kind of pharmaceutical medication?
I'm gonna, I'll get a hold of him on Facebook.
Because
And I'll
it'll
ask
kind
him.
of clue you in.
Facebook is the way to communicate.
Because if they're the typical painkillers or antidepressants and things like that, you're going to know that the cannabis is going to work just as well and be healthier for the body.
I took Zoloft for a little while, guys, and they said it was for ADD. I think they're full of shit. I think they were giving it to me as an antidepressant on a low, trying to, you'd be surprised at some of the shit they'll tell you, and then the real reason why they're giving it to you. I mean, maybe they see something that you don't see, right? So fair enough, but I don't know how many times I've been lied to by a medical professional. This is the same people who are supposed to be honest and upfront with me about what's going on. And I don't know how many times I've been lied to by these people as to why they're giving me what they're giving me. But I can tell you that it was most likely given to me as an antidepressant, lied to me and told me it was for ADD. But I can tell you, I didn't feel like myself. Shit, when I smoke pot, I don't feel like myself. Don't get me wrong, but I like that guy.
Yeah,
that guy's fucking cool.
That guy's rad.
That guy looks like he could walk into the next movie theater, and I'm dead serious. I'm not trying to make jokes, I'm dead serious. And so I kind of wonder, like, why would you prescribe these things that
60?
It makes people, it makes people not who they are. And then, pot's like, okay, well, this is like a goofy kind of semi-drunk, but not really inebriated version of that person.
I'll tell you, money.
Yeah, that's what
right.
it is. Prescriptions. They get money per prescription.
Per prescription, they get money.
Yeah.
So they don't care
What
about
is it,
you.
$1 billion?
Yeah, they don't care about you. They don't care
Billion.
about.
No, I mean, it's $1 billion to put a pill on the market.
Yeah, they don't
You
care
gotta
when
get that money
you
back.
go home. They don't care whether you go home and you're dying inside from this pill. They don't care. They
Well, I'll
made-
tell you
they made
what,
that money.
I know 3 guys that are here in the studio with me today. The Rev, and of course, my boys from the Hashish House are up in the studio. And we got Chucky T coming up here in the next segment. If you didn't get, we're going to kill him. But anyway, we got to go to break. This is K-High. That was perfect. Nice to meet you. Now, you want to see another one? I know you do. Wait, we are lunching out. You know what's funny is I'm lunching out like I'm high. It's lunching concentrates in Southern Colorado. I haven't smoked since this morning when I got there.
That's why Hashish House has a welcoming atmosphere and knowledgeable
I still got your rap. Oh, look, check it out, dude. I've been showing everybody too. I'm like, what you know about that legal lighter? I'm like,
The legal.
When I told him, like, dispensers, I said, you got a hard time. You're gonna have to compete hard with these guys. Like, why? And I was like, because they brought me weed, they brought me 2 pre-rolls, but still 2 joint papers and a lighter. He's like, that's good. That's real good. I was like, yeah, you got competition.
They're hooking it up.
No, I'm gonna talk to Chucky T. Oh, here's what I need though. Okay. As you know, I'm on my own budget. So all I need is gas money. We don't care about my time. You don't have to pay me to come down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I work out like certain dispensaries and stuff like that. I'll tell them, like, my show up fee for like a remote broadcast is $100, right? And I do it all the time for the ones that I'm down with, like for $50 all the time. Half price, because I look at like 4 hours, it's like $20 an hour for my time. I don't even think I'm worth that much. You know what I mean?
Well, you'll get it. Well, no,
But yeah, if you guys can throw me
my promo down there. Saturday, if we want to do that
if
Saturday.
you want to do a real remote?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
That'd be dope.
Do whenever you got. You guys schedule it. They tell me when to go and I show up. But like I said, as far as today, I know I can come down, but I am not going to front. I have thinnest hail on paper. And so if you guys throw me a dub to put in the tank, I will come down to the shop today and kick it down there and Facebook and all that shit. I did that for Mary Mitts last week, and it's a good result. Good result. I like it. But that's the best. That's the best I can do today, guys. Just being very honest with you. Yeah. All this running around town bullshit killing me. Bobby making shut me. I'm like, you on the streets, homie?
The streets.
Matter of fact, I need to text him because he's on my way.
Sorry, this is hustlers time. Hustlers.
I like how Diablo hit me 4 minutes before you're going to be here. Hashish House will be here.
My text is like, man,
in 4 minutes.
30
seconds, guys. The Hashish House will be here in 30 seconds.
Hashish House right.
sauce and gifts like I do. Far Out Factory.
I love this.
Shout out to Little Ramble.
I love this. I can't believe you texted me. My man is so young. Okay, so you want to come to the station to guacamole? That's completely blown off. It's like, but then she did this so she completely blows off the guacamole thing. Says, I know it's because of my ex. Man, and he's so jealous.
How many days in a row you can stay totally still?
I did, seriously. Here we go. We are back. Junior high dances. That tells you how old we were. So who was the cupcake? Chocolate cupcake. I want that chocolate cake. I want that. Yeah, that's what you told that sister, huh? You was like, girl, I want your chocolate cake. I want that chocolate cake. Hey, you know what I've noticed though? Seriously. But like, oh, by the way, we're back from break. Hashish House in the house. We got the Rev Green in the house. We are now playing around. We got the full stream of Little Rambo, full bowl of guacamole. Little Rambo. Hey, Juanito, what's up?
Rambo.
Hey, Margarita, we miss you, mama.
What do you do? Cupcakes. What's up?
Hey, Spider, you stay up in the joint, eh?
Hey, Spider.
Hey, Spider-Loop. Hey.
Hold it down.
Check your culo, Holmes. Hold the culo down.
Hold it down for the 719. Hold it down.
So we got Hashish House in this. So now, Pueblo, again, very Latino town. I'll tell you guys what, though. It really reminds me of, have you ever been to San Antonio? If not.
Uh-huh. Is there sister in it?
It's kind of like
one of our cities.
I always say it's like if you took
Texas.
I thought it was if you took Pittsburgh and San Antonio and let's say Juarez and just like smashed them together. And you got one. Hey, I had to get one out of. I had to get one out of. Yeah, he's like you couldn't get the one that smuggles the least amount of drugs. You had to go for the most. You know, Nogales, Arizona.
Tijuana.
Hey, I tell people don't sleep on Nogales. If I could tell you I'll tell you my past profession with Nogales when we're off the air. We're not gonna talk about that. Let's just say that it ain't as green behind the ears as you think it is. You hear me, hombre? So anyway, so it's a lot like San Antonio. The Riverwalk. I spent some time with that St. Michelle girl. No last names.
No last names.
No last names.com. No last names. But I spent some time down there at the Riverwalk when I first started dating her, and absolutely loved it. But it reminded me of San Antonio, and so really Pueblo is sort of like Sleepy Alamo type, Western culture. You know, Southwest culture, laid back, very family oriented, and even black people sound Mexican in Pueblo. They'll walk up
and they say hi.
Yeah.
They'll say hi to you.
Black people will talk to you.
They'll talk to you.
They're not. It's not bougie like some places.
They'll be nice.
They're like,
ain't no color here.
What are you doing down here, hey?
Like, I can smell that.
That's the first thing I said.
I can smell that on there.
Dude sound Spanish cultured, you know? And I was just like, he's like, ¿qué estás haciendo? I was like, hey man, you Puerto Rican or what? I thought he was Puerto Rican. I was like, because you know, the only time I've ever seen a black guy speak Spanish with an afro was in New York, and he was Puerto Rican. He was like, ¿qué estás haciendo? I was like, oye. Wait. I didn't know what to say. I was like stuck. He's like, yeah, I earned these Mexican flags. I say, no. But so it's a very warm and open town, which is why I'm totally stoked to be able to come down and see you guys. Down at the Hashish House on McCutcheon. What's the address again?
McCullough.
Man, I'm from Arizona. There's a McCutcheon there, damn it. You know, like down on the south side, McCutcheon, the Corte. So Pueblo used to be like, let's be real. Pueblo used to be very violent.
Very rough.
A very rough town. Yeah, mafia. There's a big, deep cartel type presence there.
Oh yeah.
And then now it seems to me like more like almost like a skater town, like a real laid back skater town almost.
It was like a pretty big skater town there for a while back,
like early 2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s for a long time. Then we got the skate park in there. It's gotten great, and then it just kind of died down. Next skate shop went down. I remember that.
That was an awesome local skate shop.
Okay, skate shop went down.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of them went down. But yeah, now it's coming back up. We got the longboards coming into play now.
See, I'm from the West Coast. When you say longboard, I think of the long surfboard boy. Like, oh yeah, the big wood ones too, not that fiberglass crap.
The hills and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's pretty cool, man. It's and the cool thing about the weed too, man. It's not just children. It's not kids. It's not teenagers. It's not even freaking 20. Usually it's around 40 to 60-year-old people.
Really? That's funny. I'm starting to get close to there.
Right? I'm like 10 years away from
I know.
I was like thinking about it.
6 or 7.
I don't have kids. I don't have kids really ask me, hey man, can you give me some, like how you used to do for the liquor back then? Hey, mister, like, no, none of that for weed. You would think that
we had
none of that.
We had it once.
One time, maybe like 1 or 2 times I ran into it, but that's, and
Okay.
it's shocking to me that these kids are actually like,
I'm about to throw high school here in the Springs under the bus. But at the same time as I throw them under the bus, I'll gladly do it as a former Thunderbird. Watson High School, yeah. Thunderbird, T-Bird. So the school I'm going to throw under the bus, as any Thunderbird out there will know right away, without me even saying the name of the school, is I was looking off of Gallien Academy. And I have never been asked for pot by young the Mitchell High School students. Let me tell you, you sons of bitches are trying to get somebody thrown in jail.
trying to get high.
I'm telling you, trying to get high or get me thrown in jail or both. But you know, it's messed up, man. But yeah, no,
Maybe
that's
they're set up in Pueblo. Maybe they're just set up already.
they're like, hey, you know, we don't need to get Ray. We got
My cousin Juanito. He said, hey,
everybody's got a cousin named Juan.
Maybe two, eh?
You got you got 1 or 2 cousins named Juan.
You may have a Juanito and a Juanita.
Hey, you may have a Juanita. Look at that. Hey, see, we're not sexually biased.
Shout out to them Juanitas out there.
Hey, shout out to them Juanitas. Or Juanitas, for all you people that mess it up. Oh, Juanita, you are so beautiful.
I gotta give a shout out to
you
my
are
boss,
everything.
Kamikaze Red.
Oh, Kamikaze Red.
Chris.
Kamikaze in my life. He's not as big of a pain in the ass as the regular one. My Kamikaze is a DJ.
Oh no!
These guys have an inside joke going on right now.
No, it's bad.
It's bad. It's a girl.
She's of a red-haired descent.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm assuming that would be all natural.
Yeah,
that's another reason to go down there too.
Dude, look at us. No, shit just got real in here. Hold on, shit just got real. I said she's all natural, and this son of a bitch looks back. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, who's like that? We got a co-signer.
You don't got nothing to do, go look at the weed and maybe take a look at Chris.
You know, just like it back from the streets, Chuck E. T did not make it in here. I'm gonna kill
Chuck E. T.
Where are you at? You're not smoking hashish weed.
I want to see that weed.
I want to see your guys' weed because I know it ain't good. You know, he does have my weed though.
If you get to the street and I'll bring my plant and we'll see
I'm like, you know, hey, that's what I say is when I used to grow homegrown, I grew up everything I did was shop based. Like I read the books, I did everything the way the shop would do it, per soil, not hydro, of course, but per soil. And I mean, just the same exact way. And you saw the quality of my product. And some of it was so good that I had like jar A and B and C. And C was like, see here, you can have this. Then B was like, beware. And A was like, touch the stash. That was mine. The A jar is A, lay your hands off.
Hey, that's mine.
But I think that there's going to be a gap that's going to keep growing, and that's it. The dispensary weed is so much of a quality now base. And there's some regulation, there's some standards there that are set for shop weed versus once you get from Boogie and Ray, they're like, hey, look, man, this is what the hell happened. I don't care, man. I didn't have an AC to keep the air cool in there. Shit got fried, okay?
Fire, okay?
Fire.com because it was fried.
Yeah, and sometimes we do get some lower quality stuff, so we sell for lower price.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's gotten that $10 eighth.
But if you want to learn how to grow, man, you should go hit up my buddies at the greenhouse. The greenhouse, hydroponics and organics. They're right next to
Oh,
it.
yeah.
They'll set you up. They'll set you up and hook you up.
Not only are they going to give you legal weed in Pueblo, they will show you how to grow legal weed in Pueblo.
Right, and he'll show you everything, man. His setups, man, he'll hook you up.
And I'll tell you what, the people who's taught me to grow, and a shout out to Johnny Logan, he's a caregiver here in town who taught me a lot about hydroponics. Him and Vance, dude, man, when you gonna come on my show, bro? I know you listen, so you need to come on here and talk hydro with me because that's the one that I'm not a big knowledgeable person in is hydro. I'm man, it comes to dirt and a seed and water and nutrients. I can grow anything. I don't care what it is.
Hallelujah, bro.
I would never do this DEA listening in, but I could grow a cocoa plant all the way to a damn tomato plant. I always say tomato because the Phoebio saying, if you can grow a tomato plant, you can grow anything.
Yeah.
Well, you grow anything because
really,
tomatoes
yeah,
are that
exactly.
touchy. Tomatoes
They're
are
very
touchy.
touchy.
Well,
My first tomato vine had one tomato.
Tomatoes grow great in Pueblo.
yeah, I was gonna say they grow fucking great.
Yeah.
But
We
I
grow
never had a
great
problem
tomatoes.
with that.
I don't know if we're talking about the same thing because when I'm down in Pueblo and I see a chick walking down the street, I'm like, look at that tomato.
Yeah. That too.
They grow there
That
too,
too.
When I got a tomato, hey, in Rocky Ford, I'm like, hey,
I had a nice
when I'm talking
melon.
melons, I'm not talking her chest.
We're talking about the rock.
I'm talking her rumpa.
I go for rumping on
Shout out to Rocky Ford, the melanaires out there. We love
the.
you
Shout out
guys.
to the rock.
The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Crush Rock.
The Rock. They maybe it sounds so tough too. You drive through in like 2 seconds, but it
Oh
seems
hell,
so
and
tough.
the whole town will be staring at you.
Oh, and the whole
They're
town will,
super-
hey, the whole town will beat your ass.
Oh, and they will. Well, they will. I know a few people that live down there. I know a few
I got family in Rocky Ford. I'm telling you, look at one street, and the next thing you know, there's like 80 people that want to kick your ass. Like, you got her pregnant.
Hey,
You looked at her.
Let's not mention the dogs that
Hey, my oldest son's mom, when I got her developed, she was a millionaire.
No.
Oh yeah, she's from the Valley. Originally from Lahana. Originally from Lahana, but she was actually living in Rocky Ford with her mom. Rocky Ford in the Rock.
Hey, I'm down here in the valley.
Yeah.
Down here in the valley.
You been down to the Arkansas Valley yet?
Down there in the valley lately.
You been down to the Arvac?
It's pretty crazy down there. You better go check it out.
You better go check it out.
Right, the BMW.
They started the VW. No, it was the pit.
L
No,
stuff, but
that one right off Highway 50. Third and it's First Street. No, first, second, third. It's third and Bradish. There's a pig pork grill place. Porky's or something like that.
Something like that.
Go there, eh?
Mexican food restaurant down there.
Would you go Felice's?
Probably.
Was it right off of 50?
Yeah.
It's got a ranch behind it?
Yeah.
That would be my answer.
It has they have the oysters and all
And the
that.
sopapillas, please. That would be actually down at Felisa. That's my answer restaurant actually down there on Highway 50. Yo, shout out to Aunt Felisa. She passed away this last fall. It was a. But last one, we got 60 seconds left in the show from what the boys in Chicago just said. So everybody, I want everybody. Chi-Town in the house. Hey, Chi-Town got good weed, but it came from Colorado. Just saying. Anyway, so about 45 seconds now.
If you have good weed anywhere in the nation, it probably came from
Colorado. Okay, so take a few seconds. Tell them about who you are and your shop.
Yeah, man. Paul from the Hashish House, man. Come and see us.
Paulie.
Definitely like the different arrangements in the waiting room. People are fucking awesome. So.
You got 30 seconds.
And I'm a bartender down there. You can come see me anytime.
He wears a hat that says dope.
Yeah, I have a lot of tattoos. Smile on my face.
Jim Rep.
Yep, I'm Rev Ray Green here at Let'sTalkPod.com.
Chuck E. Cheese is sellout. Just want to say that. I'm the doc. I'm the doc, and we are out of here. High noon. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll have more for you. Love you, Munchie Wednesday. Oh, good. Hey, thanks,
This
Chicago.
is K-High 1580, the world's first station dedicated to marijuana awareness. How in the world can we talk pot all day? Well, the marijuana movement has a lot of passionate fans across the great USA.
All right. So feel free to shoot up. I got to do it on 17. If you see us at the part is whether you show out and you make the show, I still have to wait for it. He's like, man, you got me the rest. He's like, you got me the bro. I got your goal. You got to do it. Hey, as you don't run away too quick, he says he has weed. Yes, he's driving. Look at him. And that's, hey, how do you keep a pothead content? Right there. And with a Soviet section. What the hell? Give me a minute. Yeah, no, right? Give me a minute. Y'all know about it? I was looking at the copy of the Stella, man. It is a Puerto Rican espresso. Yeah, they were doing is that they have down there in Miami? Uh-huh. Like a shot of it. And if it's made right, like I'll go to my cousin's house and I'll pack enough of this to make a pot of regular coffee into one little container, and then I'll press it through the espresso machine and be like, oh yeah. And when I say oh yeah, I mean yeah. I'll follow you guys out. I gotta find out where Tiffany is. And whatever. Once I'm off the air, I'm off. That's the same thing with me. I'm off. I'm not just off work. Oh yeah, everybody asks them, are you guys getting high all day?
Let's just say they're not getting the job done. Not much at all. It's not regular office. It's time for the key people. The key people. starting a great family income, get in touch with the company. Start your own janitorial business. Experience is required, and there is a setup fee. You could be servicing companies in your area right now. Call 1-800-468-8283. Join the company for 25 years. That number again is 1-800-468-8283 and online at thepeople.com. What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you can donate it to Heritage for the Mind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-203-7718. Heritage for the Mind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. And it doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It'll be towed away for free, and you will be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a non-profit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car. And as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now. Call 1-800-203-7718. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-203-7718. That's 1-800-203-7718. This is Novelist Compromise. My mother was diagnosed with glaucoma. Her doctor told her only one treatment could save her from sleep. One, which is the doctor's drug. Because medical marijuana was against the law. My mother went blind. Tragedies like this don't have to keep happening. To learn more about medical marijuana, contact the Marijuana Policy Project at 1-877-JOIN-MPP or on the web at mpp.org.
Set it and forget it. Then remember around 2 a.m. Then think about unsetting it. Then decide to go back to sleep instead. K-High, the weed talk station.
Hey man, where you going, man? Right here would be fine, man. You're not scared of a little speed, are you, man?
What is up, everyone? Good Wednesday. My name is Kevin Gassman, and you are driving with gas. Man, it's your hump day. Your happy hump day, if you will. Try hump if you're in Alcoholics Anonymous or whatever it is. Whenever you're free, tell them hi now. What's up, Mike? Mike was this Kennedy's riding shotgun today, man. What's up, man? This is a dry hump day for you. That's a Charmaine. Yeah, I'm drinking water. Yeah, I do water. It's good to be in the summertime. Hang on. Vince Neal's got something to say first. We got to make sure we get Vince before the show begins. We got to think the comedy portion of the week, if you will. We're going to be hanging out with you for the next couple hours talking about the Seagull Stoner. So we're going to do it. Go to SpikeMosesKennedy.com. And that's nice. And it's your site that you meet people to check out. Where you meet people. Site where you meet people. I have a site where people can meet, but we'll talk about that maybe a little bit later on. It's more for dating and losing weight at the same time. Like, I would love to actually lose weight once in a relationship. It's called fbfit.com. Oh, nice. I actually have the domain. You can actually look it up. FB. I mean, you found the domain. That's actually the FU word. Yeah. You want that? You're regular Bill Gates. I'm a regular Bill Gates. I was waiting as soon as I bought that to see that was available. It was available, right? And I bought it, and I thought right away I'm going to see how much it's worth. Value of it. How much is it worth? There was a value. It's even not going down that path, but yeah, it's priceless. It's what it is. All right, this show here, Driving with Gas, is brought to you by Jerry Lenhart of Scottsdale, greenbelthomes.com. Bottom line, real estate agent for Arizona for your investment needs, your retirement needs, you're sending the kid off to college. What are you going to do? You need some land to buy and to live on. He can hook you up there. Scottsdale, greenbelthomes.com, and Jerry Lenhart is the name. Send him an email and say, hey, what's up? Tell him Gas says, send him an email. Tell him you're looking for a new compound. There you go. Shade Helm, summertime. You were saying something interesting about that too as we were driving in the studio this morning. You were saying there's something going on here in Arizona
New Mexico, and Texas, pretty much all Southwest, and California, right? I think it's called California, Colorado, Utah, right? Right. Well, we're here in Arizona because we're a friendly state. We're leaning friendly. We're leaning friendly, especially we're leaning friendly. We're leaning is better than Colorado's friendly, which is interesting because the pot thing, you would think that would be just the opposite. Maybe they're happier. Maybe this is going to be the future of the whole country. They're like, they're on board for marijuana. We should. But Texas is doing. And how is Texas in trouble? You know, Texas, and that's a seeding state. Yeah, they're the original that wants to get out, but they're also very conservative state, which aligns with many of the other red states around it. So you would think that the government would be like Texas, wouldn't be such a big red flag for them. But see, now the new thing is we're worried about people that like the one through the government. But they're all in Texas. In Montana, yeah, that's pretty good. And then they said New Mexico is leaning a little unfriendly, so they go in the Palm Desert area, like San Bernardino, all that of LA, like out there, right? Like that's hostile. That's hostile. Yeah, that Texas are hostile. Well, there's the little small area of California, like Riverside County, like yeah, that's considered all the way to the Arizona border. So it's just, oh wow. So when I'm driving on the 10, during those that's yeah, it would be a little faster. You might see some action. Take the 8 instead. Yeah, I guess it's definite action. Or just bypass or go to the big. We're driving through New Mexico, you know, like point checkpoints are it's crazy. Well, the 10's tricky, you know, like we've driven 2 on Austin a couple times. Yeah, we took the 10 once, and we got stopped about an hour outside of El Paso going into Texas. And last year we ended up taking the 40 up through Albuquerque, not a single stop anywhere, all the way through. Yeah. So it's obviously close to where they're being at. Like when you go down to San Diego through 8 through Yuma. Oh yeah, there's stoppages right there too. Well, I used to do some rounds when I was a private investigator. Used to enterprise business, I'm not sure. But I used to do a lot of work down Las Vegas and that area. That's where I used to see these back roads, and I would be chasing somebody doing surveillance, right? And they would see me like 5-6 times during the day, and they'd be like, "Hey man, we're driving around a lot out here. What's going on on the road?" Like, private investigator. Okay. And that was even like outside the house. I wasn't looking like this. You know what I mean? If I have long hair and beard now, I won't mess with. You ever see those videos where people mess with cops at the border where they like they don't throw all the windows down? Yeah, I don't do any of that. I just go, yes sir, right? I know, yes sir. It's a little ballsy unless you really and truly know what you're going to be saying, and I get away with it. I got too much of a temper, but I know that if something like the stuff that goes out of it, I would start swearing, and then I would lose my cool a little bit, and I'd be like, I'd be shot, probably. I just go, yes sir, no sir. Right, I'll headline your FEMA camp, whatever you want. I'll be your comedian. It might let me know. Well, there's so many good comics in that's why I moved back from LA to Phoenix. You're getting better shit. You remind me in New Mexico, you were talking about driving in the back roads and stuff like that. This was in El Paso when I was working for the CBS affiliate down there. I had to do a story with someone, and I'm the photo, so I got the camera over my shoulder, and I'm with the reporter. I don't think it's pronounced photo. That is photo. Photographer. Yeah, photographer. I thought you had dyslexia for a minute. No, in the news organization, if you're a camera guy on the streets and you're doing the story, you're a photo. It's like they don't let you call them or her who. I thought you were speaking out in dyslexia, like an audio. I do speak dyslexic once in a while, so I might have to hear it there. But we were doing a story about the coyotes that smuggle Mexicans across the hockey plane. They weren't there yet. And we had to take this back road across the border, which there's this one place where you can cross from El Paso, but you have to cross the river. So you're really in New Mexico. No, you're technically in New Mexico still, because this the border New Mexico drops down into Texas. So you have to get into that side, because that's just west of the Rio Grande. Okay, so we already crossed the Rio Grande, and then we had to cross this border where, I'm not kidding you, when we crossed into Mexico, the Mexican guard that was there, like, took his foot in and he erased our tire tracks. That's right. You tell me what that means. That means we're never there. That's what it means. But here we are, the CBS vehicle with the camera, so that I didn't have any issues. I felt safe in a sense because we're the camera guy. What's going to be? Nothing's going to happen to us. But but the guy who get kidnapped, absolutely, the guy totally swept our tire tracks away. I totally remember that. Yeah, that was 95. Yeah, 95. Yeah. That was right before the Oklahoma City bombing. I did surveillance in Mexico right after 9/11, and I was scared. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to get back in. I was in Mexico, like a little pottery village in the middle of Mexico. Like where? It's called Las Casas Grandes, and they're famous for their pots, like their pottery. Okay. So every house in the town was just a tiny little village. Everybody there made pots that they would sell you. Like you go to the Santa Fe, it's kind of pots. So yeah, you have 30 pots that we have. Well, I treated them like baseball cards, and I was like collecting up all like the little 12-year-old kids that were making pots. Like I have a bunch of those little ones I gave my daughter, and so my daughter's a little kid. And I'm like, well, here, this could be like a rookie card, like a little Mexican kid rookie card, or like a Picasso. And then I spent like $125 on a nice pot. I gave to my daughter's mom. So $125. So what happened? Did you not get home? It's not going to get price. Well, no, I was just worried when we went over there because it's like, I know when 9/11 happened, they shut down the border. So like literally 3 weeks after. And you have a bunch of pots in your hand. No, I'm just worried that like I'm technically not supposed to be who I am on this trip. Sure, because I'm not covered. Gotcha. So like I never showed anybody my real ID, and I was like, there's problems going back. You know, I was trying to get separate, but then all the ladies that I took the trip with, it was like a group of 15 people. This guy the guy I was investigating ran a tour group. Right. Okay. So I took the tour solo, which makes no sense for a guy, a 30-year-old man, to go to the pottery village. All by himself. The driver, the guy who operated the tour. So he had this name for me and everything. So that wasn't my name. And then, I told him to meet me near my house because if I get ready to your house, I go, nah, you know what? I go just meet me at the 7-Eleven by my house. I gotta get some supplies. Picked me up there. We picked up these ladies from a retirement community in Tucson. Like older girls. Or it was 4 ladies and then a gay dude. And this was his tour. This is the tour. And it was like $500. It was $500 to go into Mexico. And the driver was the guy putting this all together. Yes. Yeah. Were you investigating? He had an elbow injury. So he was driving. Workman's comp? Yeah, it was workers' comp. He wasn't supposed to be working, but he was starting his own business. So I was filming him while he's driving, and we're going over some rough roads and out this weekend, and then every time he throws a bag in the back, I'm like filming that and everything. And by day 2, these old ladies, these nosy old ladies, they're like, I don't understand, like, why a guy like you would take this trip all by yourself. I'm like, I just like adventure. Yeah, I just like adventure. And they were just kept cutting out of me. And finally, I knew they did like the guy that I was investigating. So we stopped on the way down. These are like fancy ladies from New York. Just some fancy ladies. We're taking a van into Mexico. With 5, there was 4 Jewish ladies, a gay friend, and a married couple from Tucson. This is through Nogales. So we're going down. Yeah, we went through Nogales. Okay. Right, so we get down there, we get passed through the border. No problem. They don't care if we're going into Mexico. They just waltz on in, Yeah. So they get an hour outside the border. We just stop on the side of the road. That is beautiful. Beautiful. Like Mexico, the middle of Mexico, just beautiful landscape. It looks like, and mountains and everything around the side of this road, like a death road, like a 1.5 lane road that lies around this mountain. Stops the van. Say I got sandwiches. That's because part of the book paid $500 for sandwiches. I got some turkey sandwiches, things like that. But they look cool. Sets them down on this park bench. It's on this west area, and there I've never seen more flies in a place. There were just flies swarming everywhere around this place. And like these ladies were like, I'm not eating out here. It's like close to what I have. And I'm laughing because I haven't spent $1 on this. Right. And I'm just loving life because I'm going to Mexico for 4 days. Like, this is great. Right. And they were just handing us stuff. They were down to almost. Wait, what part of the whole tour did you do? That was a 3-day tour, and this is day 2. I'd been on day 2. You get the whole lot of luck. And the best is so after the last day, I had to do too many counties. The last night party, they had a quinceañera party in the downtown little village. So I went down to the dance with the ladies and checked that out. So I was a little hurt. And so filming the guy loading bags into the van leaving. And one of the older ladies comes in between the guy I'm investigating and me, and she just stops and sees that I'm filming and sees what I'm filming. She goes like this, raise her hand like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Right. They make sure you get backs up out of the screen, right? And when I'm showing the video to my boss, he looks at it and he goes, "It's on." this. It's as if they do. When I go, oh yeah, they do. He goes, yeah, everybody. I go, hey man, I was down in Mexico all by myself. And this guy knew, because this guy knew everybody in this village, because they've been going down there for years, right? And I'm like, if somebody picked up these ladies, because they were just peppering me with questions the whole time. And I was like, I don't ladies, yeah, knock it off, right? Investigate. He's going to jail. I'm like, he's not going to jail. He's going to want some money. Well, let's all pitch in. Let's encourage 2 months there, went to trial, right? And I got subpoenaed to go testify. And I told him lots of people, I can't go testify in the case. I got it. Like, that's the guy who went to Mexico with it. He goes, oh, okay, yeah. It's like, why? Because the guy would still be hunting me down. He was like, he wanted me down to oh, really? You want to, he goes, thanks for hanging out about ladies. He was like, oh, you were such a help. And you're in psycho, dude, you're doomed. I'm just going like to Downey Barry or something. Because he had another gay guy job that I've been doing some truck driving, some truck driving. Like, but he has to, and I'm like, he's telling me all this stuff. But he has to know who you are. Don't use a big name. I'm sorry, just a big name. Yeah, we can't tell the big name yet. Well, I mean, it's just a different name, man. It's just a little different. Mike Moses Kennedy taking a ready shotgun. He fascinating tale of the PI in Mexico. Thank you very much for sharing that. This one, usually what we like to talk about here on Let'sTalkPod.com, KI Radio. Actually, we are going to get into the conversation of marijuana, believe it or not. One of the greatest stoner detectives of all time is, have you seen Inherent Vice? I have not. It's the new Big Lebowski. Who is it? Inherent Vice. Oh, you were telling me about Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix. Yeah, I heard it's about a private investigator in the 70s. Yeah. LA is pretty well. I haven't seen that, but I'll make that list. So I know we got a couple things we want to get to as well. We have a big initiative in our ballots pretty soon, as long as it's going to be enough signatures to get on the ballot. It's for legalization of marijuana here in Arizona. Now, there are 2 initiatives being presented to us, which means there will be 2 different signatures deciding to get it on the ballot, which is not good. So that's going to split. Of course it is. And then you might never get it on the ballot, which is unfortunate. Now, what if they both got, what if they both got on the ballot? Can that happen? Are they allowed to do that? Can you get 2 different initiatives on the ballot? One can work, one can win. I mean, you would think one of the sides would be like, hey, we'll just wait for them to see. That's what we're thinking about too. And I had Dave Safer with newskeepersaferArizona.com. Yesterday we talked about this, and he's like, you know what, man? I was like, there's an Arizona initiative, an Arizona group putting one together. You have the Marijuana Officer Project, the MPP, which has a lot more backing to it. So he was thinking down with an MPP. I'm down with the MPP. At least if it's logical and works well for everybody. The public initiative has more plan to grow as opposed to the MVP initiative. So there's a lot of it. If Sands or not, the public initiative is good. It's better, maybe. The long haul, but as far as the backing of it, might not be strong enough as opposed to MVP with backing of it. So it's an interesting little debate. We're going to have a really interesting show on Sunday over at Hampton Farms Cafe as we do a live remote from the place. We're doing it live on site, obviously, but it's going to be played on Monday here in Florida. So yeah, I'm excited. This is going to be North Phoenix, and what we're going to try to do is, if you find me on Facebook, like the page Driving with Gas. There's 2 S's there, like that page, and then we'll be posting as no first G. Driving with Gas. With a G. Yeah, gas. Driving has a G in it. Yeah. Because I just thought it was always driving. No, it's too complicated. Driving with Gas. 2 G's, 2 S's. Yes. It's not driving with gas. There's 2 G's. It's like with more. And then there's 2 S's. There's 2 B's, but not quite. I think it's J. It's just 2 S's. Mike Moses Kennedy.com is hanging out with us. We'll talk more about the initiative as well. Again, this is why complicate it. Keep it simple. That's what we're trying to do. So we'll have that discussion at Hampton Farms Cafe on Sunday. And what I want to do, as I say, is we're going to attempt to live stream the actual recording of the show. So you'll mention if you're home Sunday and you better, there'll be a link, I'm sure, for a live stream of our event that helps you watch us to Friday this live stream. Well, it's gonna be from a Ustream channel. Yeah. Dave Safer was this kid's my intern. So he's got a laptop, so he knows how to. I'm just gonna have him set up his laptop and stream from there. And I think that's it's a simple plan. Yeah, nothing crazy. I thought you were gonna be running at the top of everything else. You know, like, but I can't do everything right. I can only do radio shows, selling it, you know, marketing, and you know, with gas production. That's my gas, like with travel with gas production. Well, no, it's with gas productions. If you want me to voice anything for you, commercial wise, or do anything like that, I do voiceovers for business. So if you want me to be your voice for anything, I can do all of it. If she's way too creepy, she's even too creepy. But if she's okay with it, then that was good. That's her voice. So I'm just saying, you're doing dubbing. Look, if a woman is hot, hang on, like dubbing, hang on, because I don't like the full run. If a woman likes you and she's hot and says, I want to meet you and I want to shoot a little video with you, or shoot me, I think you know, and say, who is this man you call a little video? MikeMosesKennedy.com's here with us all day. It's your Hump Wednesday, your High Wednesday. How about that? Your High Wednesday, your High Hump Wednesday. Okay, all right, we're like that. All right, over that one. We're going over that one. And we're gonna come back and hang out with you guys. We have Drug Coop coming up, and then we'll play some more music. We're not close the show out, and we have to have our Facebook photos. I have great photos of people, and I got some crazy responses. Still like creepy guys, creepy friends on Facebook that post on purple celebrates, but the girls love it too. And you know, then I got one that's perfect, and I just cleared out a nice self picture of my daughter who was 15 and 7 months old. But yeah, calling Jason Duggar. Oh, that guy. I don't know how to say parents because they don't pay attention to garbage. That's a Justin Duggar. I don't know. My always was disgusting like that. It's disgusting ways of life that guy is. All right, we'll take a break. We'll go back. You're listening to K High Radio. It's Let'sTalkPop.com, and you're driving with gas. Man. Hi, this is Dennis Hopper, man.
All day Paperlab. If you like their e-juices, tell your friends. If not, let them know and they'll make it right. AllDayPaperLabs.com now has free shipping for their handcrafted, premium quality, pre-steeped e-juices. No brand cost. AllDayPaperLabs.com even has childproof anti-odor evidence seal. AllDayPaperLabs.com has painstakingly pursued a product that does not fade throughout the day, does not overwhelm your palate, and leaves no chemical aftertaste. Try AllDayPaperLabs.com and use promo code Radio58 for additional 15% off.
Looking for the best restaurants in Denver? Check out Denver5stars.com. Denver5stars.com is totally independent. No restaurant pays for a listing. Looking for the best hotels in Denver? Check out Denver5stars.com. Denver5stars.com is totally independent. No hotel pays for a listing. Remember, the best restaurants and the best hotels in the Denver area. Denver5stars.com.
It's best. The truth is, CBD is the component of marijuana that has the most medical benefits ranging from arthritis, diabetes, cancer, and much more. Most effective organic investments probably by medical trained professionals. That is where Eagles Nest Wellness Center comes in. Eagles Nest as a biochemist who is also a naturopathic practitioner with 20 years of experience in treating people of all ages using their variety of natural medicines. Compare Eagles Nest products to anyone and you'll see there is no comparison. What tried to convince you that you don't have to settle for faster than cannabis anymore? Eagles Nest has true medical grade products with the widest selection of ingredients and professional medical expertise that make all the difference in your life. If you want cheap synthetic pesticides, then Eagles Nest is not for you. But if you want quality, expertise, and service, then head 10 minutes west of downtown Springs, about 1 mile past the exit of Luke South on Highway 24. Like them on Facebook or give them a call at 719-687-2978. No better food. It's best at the best.
Why does consultant Jack Carey say La Quinta? Because only La Quinta sends Jack are ready for you with the second his room is ready. So Jack knows exactly when he can check in and tune up for his big presentation. And when Jack's all tuned up, you know what happens. Well done, Jack. Incredible work. Presentation perfection. His clients sing his praises. La Quinta Inns and Suites is ready for you, so you'll be ready for business. Ready for you, learn only at LaQuinta.com.
Long-held traditions meet newfound freedoms at Hashish House. Come to the wilderness spot that has the biggest selection of concentrates in southern Colorado. Almost my favorite part of marijuana products. That's why Hashish House has a welcoming atmosphere and knowledgeable bartenders that speak from personal experience. Customer feedback, their quality, selection, and customer service is what sets them apart from the rest is Ken Browder, located at 428 South McCullough Boulevard. You can give him a call at 719-547-1009 or check him out on BuffaloDispensary.com. You can get high, get stoned on enjoyment. You can get wasted on nature's beauty. You can party all night, getting drunk. But just don't ever smoke on that weed. Because weed is illegal, so enjoy those legal drugs. Like Percocet, Vicodin, or codeine. You could spend your life in jail or get legal drugs through the mail. You could get a job as hell, just don't smoke that green. Why try heroin and live your life delighted? Instead, be like Jesse Smith, don't be so excited.
You know what I'm talking about.
Rome, I love Rome. Rome is burning.
I lived until everything
Yeah,
got
I used to listen to him on radio.
everything got too big. Oh yes, man. Back when in California.
Next is Rome.
You probably got him in Phoenix. We used to pick him up in Tucson. That's why I got
1060, I think, if I remember.
Yeah, so that's why I got introduced to him back in the fucking 90s. And then the Chrissy Everdale. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you know, so. But my name is definitely talk radio and just mainly marijuana conversation. Getting versed in and being able to be in a studio like this, man. I can't do enough, man. We had our online studio. Worked at this place with Des Moines Amplify. The guy gave us an hour studio block, and we got a producer. And there's an online podcast, live cams in studio. You can do that. Green Central Station. Yeah, actually they had it on the normal network for a few months, but you know, it was like the things you can only reach a certain audience, you know, online. You know what I mean? So you kind of got to promote yourself and put yourself out there. You get 100 listeners, and then you try and sell advertising to people. But you get 100 watchers every week. It's like, and then they're on loops. You know, replays that helps too. But it's like that's nothing to stand on with advertising. You know, 100 people. Right? You know what I mean? Because like you said, you know, you're working in business.
I mean, they got me getting fat up in the studio.
So
we're getting fat up in here, but we don't kill the broadcast.